to pull back from the brink. I call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, the return of the sausages, the hostages.
Boys, we's about to feel what we need to feel.
Carl, do you feel that? It feels amazing.
When you feel an itch.
Our first style that we have is a summer style sausage, which is a little softer and mild flavor. Our second sausage today is a hard salami. It's great as well and goes better with cheeses.
And that's what we call an intro.
That's very good.
I didn't do the intro. It's all that guy just there. I just spliced some of it together.
Easy.
But, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, welcome, good afternoon, morning, wherever you're looking from and wherever you're watching from, to the Hump Day Chinwag, where us idiots are just going to talk about stuff.
And sausages.
And sausages, of course. There's going to be plenty of sausage.
This is actually is a very much a sausage party as well. There's 6 men. Oh, great.
So I didn't actually get to see the majority of those videos because they just froze up for me.
Yeah.
Who was it that you said did the work on that?
That's what.
Oh, Stasis. Well done, mate. That's very good. Did you do the opening scroll, that Star Wars bit as well?
I did, yes. And the music.
Did you use the 3DS Max for that?
I can't remember what it's called. It's a site, and then I either clip it and edit it so it actually looks right, and then manipulate everything else. But
interesting.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. Right. Welcome as always. So this is episode 22. There is so much happened over the course of the last week. I don't know where we're going to start. But the obvious place to start with is going around the room and seeing how people are doing. Stacey, how's life treating you, my friend?
Fucking Stacey. Fucking hell.
Stacey
Qweef.
Qweef.
Hell, Stacey.
All of my characters in all my games now, if I get to name them something, they're called Stacey Qweef.
Stacey. That's awesome. That's the best way. That's the best way. It's a weekend, though. It's not the weekend, so I'm not Stacey yet. A couple of days. Okay. Did a couple of pre-recorded. And as I said, I was going to start doing more of that, so that's cool. Finished the scary game, and then you got another scary game. So yes. I'm gonna that's got to be coming October. I think October's got to be our scary week. I think we all got plans for scaring everyone up to October. So that'd be cool. But apart from that, just chilling. Good. I got just taking the piss out of Jack on Twitter now and again with kebab memes.
Chili sauce.
Chili sauce.
No, isn't it? Chili sauce, no. And then, no, I said no.
Yeah, it's always a thing, though, isn't it? When they just lob on a load of fucking jizz onto your fucking kebab.
Yeah. Would you like some chili sauce?
No. Mayo. Yeah, I'll have chili sauce, all day long. That's all I have on my kebab is chili sauce, but mayo, nah. Ugh. You never know how long it's been sitting there in that bottle, and they just refill it. Ugh. Dirty bastards.
With what?
Yeah, it's mayo, then that turns into the garlic mayo. Just miraculously.
Eventually it all turns into the pink sauce. So.
Yeah, yeah, burger sauce. Tasty.
It's fucking well weird. Sorry, I'm just sorting out my audio in a minute because I can't hear shit. Oh, yeah, I can hear.
Stasis sounds loud to me.
Yeah, Stasis is coming in quite hot.
He's booming.
Am I? Booming.
Yeah.
Am I booming? Let me do something about that then on my end as well.
I mean, he always talks over everyone every but he's got a preeminence today.
Louder than usual.
No.
Here we go. How's that?
Yeah, I can now hear you. But the thing is, as soon as I disconnect... Who?
Am I better?
Who?
Yeah, you're still talking over Tombi, but yeah.
What? Who?
Who said that?
That knob.
No, your thumb's going the wrong direction, mate. Hanayama, how you doing?
Swazdula. I mean, doing good.
Did you fucking call me?
Fucking hell.
Now, for me,
Lucky we're 8 minutes in, you can say what you like.
For me, the week has been great. Funny news all around, getting to shitting on people again. I mean, at this point, what else is new? Like, everybody that tunes in and listens to me, like, gets only two things. I get to praise one thing a week, maybe, and otherwise I'm just shitting on people. Like, at this point, it becomes a new hobby. Just the weekly shit-talking segment, sponsored by yours truly.
Yeah, that sounds pretty German.
Yeah. But at least we got some serious shit-talking to do, and not just because I have nothing better to do.
It's actual news.
There is actual news. There's loads of news. And it's fantastic news as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the thing is, that we'll get onto it when we get into the full list of topics. But as always, we get our favourite group of people that Hanayama can shit on. So
yes,
talk about 15 different ways. Abe.
And we've also got we've also got the B Diddy segment that you wanted to talk about.
Yes, yeah, because I had massive concern over Greg's mental health. That diddly do it all over Greg's face.
No,
Definitely diddled.
He definitely diddled over him.
Strangely, I've done many things in life, but I've not had a career as an American rap star.
No,
just a male gigolo. Just a male gigolo.
You weren't the rap star. You were just the recipient.
Yeah.
Anyway, Abe.
Dildos everywhere.
I'm pretty sure Greg was the one who assassinated Tupac.
Yeah.
Ooh, conspiracy. Tell us more.
Yeah. I also, I'm going to need a bit more convincing on that one, but
what room? What was the weapon? You got 3 chances.
And also, how much is Diddy paying you to put out that story?
The candlestick in the back door, did you say? Or
the Roses are catching up with me, obviously.
So you're doing well then, Abe?
Still breathing.
Good.
So all good.
Happy days. Greg, how you been?
Yes, sir. I've been good. I've played a few games, different games. Minecraft. I played, what was it? Yeah, we'll get onto that. Remnant 2, because Hanayama's been going on about it.
Yes!
And I've had it for a long time, but never run it. And there's some intro preamble you got to do before you get onto that multiplayer side. So you've got to unlock it. And I had a friend who was just like, do this and we'll play 2 months ago, and I just never did it. But yeah, I've been playing those, streaming a bit with Mr. P, I think.
It's almost like playing World of Warcraft.
Almost.
Just
haven't done that yet. Yeah.
How many times this week already have you asked the IT support?
None.
He hasn't asked me for anything this week.
Wow.
See, this is it's like we always
He's found out Google's a thing.
Yeah, I'm quite good.
University of Google.
It's stuff to do with the channel and OBS that I need help on. Nothing like.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
And figuring out the fucking Minecraft port.
Yeah.
I had to move my drum kit though. That
Why?
took a while. It just didn't work out there. I don't know. It's better there. Well, really, all my underwear is in the drawers in that cupboard back there, and I couldn't get past. So I was.
So you're going commando?
Well, it was a couple of weeks before I moved it, but eventually I just had to
Helps me.
put stuff away, get stuff out.
You're a bit blurry, mate.
Yeah, it's auto-focusing. It'll be okay in a moment. That's just the beauty of this fucking webcam.
Yeah, careful with those arms, mate.
Yeah. You don't want to raise
It's my left arm, you prick.
Don't rise to it, Smu. Don't rise to it.
Don't rise it.
Hey.
Jack, how you been?
Sausage.
Yes. Jack was playing Grand Theft Auto last night, and I mistakenly said, so Jack turned around and said, please, someone make Return of the Sausages a blurb. And I said, give me 2 minutes. And I think I actually turned it round in 2 minutes.
I think you did. It was fantastic.
I wish they didn't clap. That would have been so much better if it clear. Sorry, get it now.
But just silence.
Yeah, it's like, ooh. Yeah.
Might be able to digitally remove the audience. Though.
Yeah, there must be a way.
Yeah, you can filter them out. I think you can filter them out.
Yeah.
Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was trying.
Send me the audio.
That thing I made earlier, I was trying to do a low or high pass filter on the audio itself, and trying to get the the audience out of there, but it just ended up sounding shit. So I thought I'll just leave it in there.
Good.
You say you can get rid of it, Smu?
I can try at least.
Yeah.
38 seconds later.
Smu, how you doing?
Pretty good. Just got home, just in time, it seems. So we've got a lot to talk about. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be
sausage.
Return of the sausage.
So basically, as often as we can do, we're just going to say sausage.
Yes.
Sausage.
It's the sausage cast. We're a sausage fest today.
In fact, what we should do, obviously we're live on Tombi's, Smu's YouTube as well as Twitter. We're also live on Rumble and Kick. 63 people watching at the minute. But obviously, if you want to throw sausages into the chat, feel free. I think there's even freaking emotes and emoticons and all that good stuff that you can throw a couple of sausages down someone's neck. Sausage! Just going to flip people around in the usual orders.
I do have a pack of sausage. I don't get really.
Yeah. Don't grab
Greg's always the supporting member.
Am I?
We sit on your shoulder, your giant shoulders, my friend.
I just sit on his face.
I'm trying to find sausages around here somewhere, but I'm not having much luck, to be honest.
I told you not on them websites. Not on them websites again.
So the funny thing is, and maybe Smu will recognize this, but to anybody that has watched the Team 4-star abridged version of Dragon Ball, we need the Krillin scene when he throws the sensu bean and just be a sausage, and then just be a sausage when he throws it like whoop.
You know these tiny children's sausages we have.
Yes.
Just add them to the mix there.
Yeah.
The worst thing is, like Starman is gonna literally, when he does his next open public meeting, fuck me, ain't gonna be a Starling. There is going to be, instead of eggs being thrown, he's going to get pelleted by little cocktail sausages.
Chipolatas. Oh, yeah, those little cocktail sausages.
Yeah. You've clearly seen Lethal Weapon.
A little square of cheddar.
Yeah.
You've clearly seen the Lethal Weapon screen where talking about his daughters on set and they're doing the Trojan condom advert.
Yes.
And then Murtaugh goes into the cop shop and there's that tree and it's just got all Johnnies hanging from it.
Yes.
That is what them fuckers need to do to Starmer. Just trees everywhere with little cocktail sausages.
No, just Johnny's.
The best thing that I've heard come out of this so far was in my chat last night. I can't remember who said it. I think it might have been Steve. But he said, from the breakfast to the tea, the sausages will be free. And I just thought, that is fucking
That's brilliant.
From the breakfast to the tea, the sausages will be free.
Yeah, that should be a banner in every city. That should be a banner in every UK city, honestly.
No. That needs to be on a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah. Steve's good with the one-liners.
That needs to be on a fucking t-shirt.
The thing is,
on a Steve shirt.
Because it was a slip of word, but the contents that it was in, fucking heck. And he was blatantly, he was auto cue. He was reading as well because he was
I couldn't figure out when you said free the sausages. I'm like, what the fuck is that Muppet talking about?
I got it like 20 minutes.
Here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, he's talking about a very tense geopolitical situation between two religious groups, both of whom do not eat pork.
Nope.
For religious reasons.
But a sausage doesn't necessarily have to be made of pork.
True.
You can get a chicken chipolata. Shove that up.
But nobody likes a chicken sausage. Come on, man.
Well, most hot dogs you eat are all chicken giblets and shit.
Yeah, I'm going off them. I had a phase this summer. I put on a few pounds, and then
you've stopped swallowing the jizzy's whole.
Yeah, I know.
Long way.
There was just a bit of bone in one, and I was like,
the glizzies have gone.
So wait, Greg, roll that back. You stopped eating the sausages because there was a bone in one.
a little bit of one bone in one. Yeah,
that sounds like horse sausages, mate.
So you had a boner.
See, I didn't want to say it like that, Stasis.
You line them up, and Stasis will just, go down on it.
And I'm done. See you later, lads.
So, Greg, here's the important question: was it free swinging?
What are we talking about now?
We're not talking about your boner. We've moved on. That was half an hour ago. Come on.
Come on, man.
I was only watching the TV and stuff. Like that. What's going on?
I bet he's run out of tea as well.
I have run out of tea, actually. It's kind of going.
Christ, we're only 20 minutes in.
We're only 20 minutes in and we haven't actually discussed anything, which is fan-fucking-dabby-dozy.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is,
Tombi, intros.
I mean, the funny thing is, Tombi, it's just like I said, my cup of tea will not live through the intro. It's already dead.
Yeah.
It was a 3-minute intro. That helps with the swearing later.
Yeah. Well, this is also quite true. I mean, it gets over that partially through that 5-minute hump that we have to start with always.
Without saying
my humps.
My lovely lady lumps. Check them out.
Check it out. Yeah.
Hi, Mongers.
I'm trying to
what you gonna do with all that shit inside your ass.
Sensu bean.
Sensu bean.
Anyway, Tombi, whilst moving on, do you want to say hello to the sausages? All the sausages, the bunch of sausages in chat.
Yeah, I was actually making an image. I was trying to stick a sausage into freaking emotes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else, Ben.
You wanted to stick a sausage in the chat? Jesus.
Yeah,
that's yours. If that is, you call your ass an emote.
No, I'm talking about sticking my sausage into the chat right now. I mean, John.
All of them? Where are you going?
John's a fantastic receptacle of the sausage.
And he goes, hello! How the sausages?
But I'll let Greg sort out Steel Legger history. Vordy, how you doing? Good to see you. Tracy Reeves in chat as well. Abe, good to see you. Atom Gray, hello, lovely sausages. Grizzled as well. It's Hump Day. It is indeed. Smu the DJ with the sausage dolls. Robert Harvey. And yes, I did say sausage dolls because that's how our grandkids used to say sausage rolls. They could never say it properly.
There is a hot dog emoji.
Aren't they renaming them hostage rolls?
Yeah.
Greg's hostage rolls.
Yeah. Greg's is going to come to the forefront tomorrow and release the hostage rolls.
Oh,
if
they did, I don't like Greg's. If I don't like Greg's, and I would go, if they did that, I'm buying all the hostages.
Hold on. You've just given me a
from the breakfast to the tea.
Give me a fantastic idea. Robert Harvey, mate, I'm going to do something stupid. I might get banned from Greg's for this. But Rick,
imagine that. That'd be great. You got banned. You got banned from pubs in Portsmouth. Fuck it.
From every branch,
every pub, marine pub, Royal Marine Pub. Sorry, and then sod it. Most of the best thing he's ever done. Got banned from Greg's.
Did you just say Portsmouth?
Portsmouth.
Yes.
Portsmouth.
Everybody's just making pork and sausage jokes today.
I think I might steal that.
I don't see the link. It wasn't the best joke, but it wasn't the worst either.
It was still a banger. It was still a banger.
Let me be frank about this.
Oh my god.
That's not a sausage joke, Abe. That was terrible.
Yep.
There is a hot dog emote.
Fucking Tommy in the corner. Fucking Jack as well. I'm just tagging you all into it because I think it's funny. I just want to see how quickly I get banned from Greg's for life. Which will be kind of upsetting because I do like to enjoy a Greg's delivery on a. That's Greg's the bakery, not that.
That's Greg's
I must say I have heard a bit from column A, a bit from column B. You like a Greg sausage, and you like Greg sausage.
Yes.
It weighs up.
I love the fact that Return
even
of the
in morning
Sausages is trending. It's amazing.
Depends on your cup of tea.
I posted it. Greg's official. From tomorrow, can sausage rolls be called hostage rolls? Question. See how long that gets. See how long that stays. Grizzle, good to see you though. And Yanni, good to see you. So Yanni, I can't join, but we'll be lurking, having to deal with the father-in-law's estate. Have fun, much love. Yeah, you take care of yourself. Take as much time as you need. Reach out to any of us or all of us at the same time if you need us to sort you with some sausages. Right.
Yeah, because I'll be an executor of estate.
Say again.
Let's just saying I'll be an executor of estate.
Whose?
And retweeted.
All of yours.
Oh, nice.
All of them.
Nice. I'm great. Lurking. Need a nap.
Who needs a nap?
Dangerous. You know what happens when you start napping, especially in the afternoon. Because what's that? Early afternoon for them? 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Maybe 3 o'clock?
Those are the worst ones. Those are
you're going to wake up at 7 o'clock and you're going to be like fucking knackered. Absolutely shattered. Tracy Reeves, good to see you, my dude. Let's start running through these as quickly as possible. Natty McBatty, what the hey did I just see? Sausage. It's the only answer you're going to get tonight. It's literally sausage everywhere. Galadorn, good to see you. Daily Dysfunction as well.
But if you wait until everybody in chat waits to the end, we might do reincarnate the full Monty scene.
Yes.
We've got to take I've got to get my hat on, but I think that's fine.
I've already got my hat on, but you're not going to see anything else.
Why? Because too small. Yeah, too small.
A heretical nerd, another sausage. Hello. Eclectic goat, sausage. It is pretty much the only thing we're going to say tonight. Brendan P.
Sausage.
And sausage.
And Jack is gone. He sauced the show.
Oh, too many sausages. He's sucking on a sausage.
He took a sausage to the face. Spinning through, and no takes. Sausage.
Sausage.
Homework.
Sausage.
Homework.
Make sure you do your homework. Uncle Martin. Sausage. Ugh. He's a bit of a limp sausage.
Oh boy.
That's disgusting.
Moist.
Yes. Very moist, very moist. Right, spinning through. Who we got? Dawn of Mutilations in chat as well.
Yo.
Sausage. How you doing, Dawn? Chuck Jose.
Jose.
Definitely loves the sausage. How you doing, Chuck? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Nat McBatty definitely loves the sausage because she's got loads of kids.
Have you seen her German bratwurst joke?
No, I must have missed it.
It's coming down further down in the chat.
Cool. Still leg, Natty. Who else have we got? Rick, teabagging. Princess Cinnamon Boots.
Yes. Hey.
Sausage. I think we're down at the bottom. Yes.
These jokes are the worst. Said Natty.
Oh, God. The puns. Right. Okay. So we caught up with chat. Thank you very much indeed for joining us as always. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Bounce through everybody that's currently in the description of YouTube, and you'll find everybody's links. Go jump onto their channels and stuff.
And hit that sausage.
Oh, Tombi.
Yes.
Good job. Thumbs up.
Okay.
You see that? I saw you on X with that silly woman.
But I'm not a millennial, so I don't get upset by fucking someone putting their thumbs up, thinking that I'm doing that.
Yeah.
When really we're doing that.
Yeah. All right.
Not misconstruing it as that. Or calling the fucking liberal a fucking cunt, because that's what she is. She's a fucking retard.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that GIF when when the guy's doing this and then it turns to the thumbs up.
Yeah. Greg. Get rolled.
I've not seen that one.
It's pretty good. It's like a German guy doing this, and you see like the finger raising, and all of a sudden it's just a thumbs up. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Right, okay, let's I want to open up this one first.
Please, can we talk about Ubisoft?
No.
No. We keep
No, we're actually,
you cannot get the German Japanese person angry that early.
We're going to start.
We leave it another 3 minutes.
Start off.
Germans are not allowed to get that angry that quick.
A bit of good news. No, we're going to start off with a bit of good news.
Smooth.
This is great news.
Yes.
Let's make that one big.
Ooh, that's not,
not
good.
me
That's
big.
not great news.
Fucking
Yeah, that's
bigger.
not great news. Fucking hell. That's horrible news seeing that.
Right,
Look at
let's
that.
swap
Look at that.
up there. It's
right.
probably a little too small. Let's do it the other way.
That's what she said.
That made me go full
That's better. Let's do it this way.
to read that.
Let's do it this way. Right. Finally, there seems to be some light at the end of the tunnel. Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts dev studio Square Enix appears to have ended working relationship with Sweet Baby Stink. Which is actually fantastic.
No.
Yeah, it took them long enough.
Are you trying to caterpillar into Smu's the JJ? Yes, Jesus.
Just
I'm getting a little bit worried.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm just getting a little bit worried.
I'm trying to find his sausage.
Oh, good luck. It's probably where you have to shrink a little bit, just duck down, duck down, keep on going. It's probably about there. Right, in a development that hopefully bodes well for the fans' company's vast catalogue of franchises, Square Enix is no longer listed as an active client of Sweet Baby Inc.
Good.
Which is to be honest, it couldn't come at a better time. Now, obviously, in the industry, we're seeing the massive impact that DEI is having on the gaming. We're going to see games being cancelled after a short time. Look at Concord. You're seeing vast amount of games that are getting literally no support, no love from fans because they're being made for such a small niche of people that no one's longer interested. So this, as soon as I saw this, I thought it was fucking brilliant because it gives a big fuck you to Sweet Baby Chink. So, per an archive of the project's section of Sweet Baby Inc.'s official website, at least as recently as August 2024, the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth developer was listed alongside such fellow studios as Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, and Warner Brothers Games as one of the notorious DEI-centric video game consultant companies' many AAA clients. So, plenty there. Oh, it's
Mighty have fallen.
Well, the thing is, you can just see from this image alone how many fingers in pies that Sweet Baby Inc. is like clawed into. And let's be under no illusion. Most of the reason they're in these positions is because they're actively blackmailing the studios and the devs. Yep. They're actually bending their arms backwards, saying, "We're going to cause you so many problems if you don't allow us to be part of the team." That it's going to cost you money in the long run. So what do these companies do? They want the games to get out there, the games to get supported.
It's like a shakedown.
Yeah, it is. It's nothing more than a shakedown racket.
We've seen organizations like this. We're trained to deal with organizations like this because we've seen them in our pop culture all the time. This is Cobra. They infiltrate in cells. They know one another, but they... if they don't know one another, they've got codes, languages, and looks that they can appeal to one another. If they're like in two different companies and one's taken for work and the other one's like, they're obviously, like magnets. They're going to attract one another and just form a strong bond. And we see Wizards of the Coast is up there, so they've been putting their shit in Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons, both of which are complete.
Black Aragon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And nap time for wizards. No, is it nap time for the entire party? For level 10 clerics, they can now cast a spell that just lets you have a 20-minute nap while the monsters just stand around and have to wait.
I gotta admit, a 20-minute nap sounds very tempting right now.
You're muted, Jack.
That is really rude. Greg was talking. Come on, you can't just sleep through Greg's.
Didn't I see the other day that
had a hard day at work.
this
I'll forgive him.
hot chick?
Oh, he's still talking.
There was this
Sorry.
hot chick in a wheelchair thing going round the other day, and I was scrolling through Twitter, and I sort of scrolled halfway into the picture, and I was reading something else at the time, but it caught my eye, and I was like, "Oh yeah, now this is what I'm talking about." I scrolled a little bit further down. She's in a fucking wheelchair with the bow and arrow. All I'd got to see was the top half with the tits and the bow and the arrow, and then I scrolled down a little bit further, and she was like, "Ah, okay, yeah." I don't like having to wheel people right up to the bed and then have to turn the chair up like that to get them onto the actual bed. Do you know what I mean? So
okay, Jack.
At least they can't run away.
Jack, just for you. What's this? What's that?
Is it
Could
you
do it
being a
again?
retard?
Hang on. I don't know. Could you do it again?
No, it's a person in a wheelchair doing the hurdles.
Precisely.
Well, if that's the case,
That's not my short for the week.
Stasis, if that's the hurdles, what's this?
What the fuck?
Fuck knows.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell. Kids these days, yeah. Kids these days.
But by the way, I swear we're
Some
professionals.
people's kids.
We're 33 minutes in. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck them.
We'll be okay.
Andy Young was like, fucking some people's kids being a grown up in the corner.
Honestly, I swear
getting
we're
hot.
professionals. I guess.
What do you mean you get?
Oh, it's the sign.
Let me have my fan on because of noise.
Zombie, the music. He's getting there. He's getting there.
We haven't got music on this one. I can't play fucking... What can I play? I can play this, I think.
Hold on.
What? You've gone really big.
Tombi, is that appropriate?
Nay.
Air it over the fucking dirt.
You dirty old man.
I love
Yes. If there's ever a stupidest question I've ever heard in my life, is that appropriate? Fucking course it is. Definitely is.
You're always complaining about the fucking fans.
And all we're doing is playing shit like this. It's like Greg style.
The more inappropriate it is, the more appropriate it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
Jack,
Yep.
what is this then?
Wow.
Let's keep it going.
Return of the sausage.
Oh my god,
Kind of glad the age between us right now, Stasis. So that's good.
That's what you've said many a time.
That's what Greg said.
Right. However, as discovered by users across social media earlier this morning, it seems Square Enix no longer choosing to engage in Sweet Baby Inc. services, as their logo has now been completely removed from Sweet Baby Inc.'s publicly displayed client list. And you know full well that the likes of Sweet Baby Inc. will use that as a trophy. That is a trophy. That is a headhunting trophy for them. If they've got a company, they will proudly show it off as if to say, yes, we've got these motherfuckers.
We got these motherfuckers by the balls.
Say again, Smu.
It's like we got these motherfuckers by the balls.
100%. 100%. So for them not to be there is a sizable shift in policy for Square Enix, and it's good to see.
It doesn't mean that they're not having a relationship. It means they're not having a public relationship.
Correct. At this point in time, you can only assume that they're trying to keep everything non-public. But when have you ever known something secretive to ever go down well with the fans? When they eventually find it out.
Yeah,
you just look at Ubisoft.
They're so
Ubisoft.
They're so toxic. It's going to get to the point where people are going to want a certificate of authenticity that there's no fucking Sweet Baby content anywhere near it before people are going to start buying them.
Yep. Malikay's 100% correct. The thing with Sweet Baby Inc. is they're always trying to hide. I remember when we first pointed them out, they instantly started hiding socials. At the Game Awards, they hid from games they work on. Yeah, which is why Cabrutus went through the line of DAI detected.
Yep.
That's why it all came about.
Have you ever noticed that the logo for Sweet Baby Inc., right? It's a baby that it looks like it's holding a lollipop, one of those swirly lollipops. But in actual fact, it's a baby holding something and it's swirling it all around. If you look at the logo, it's like it's trying to hypnotize you and it's trying to bend and mold and shape things.
Yes, it's almost like it's trying to twist and turn things around, just like the Ubisoft logo.
Witchcraft!
much credit. But if you look at the list of companies that are still listed here, if you look at that, Rocksteady's on there, so that's a WD subsidiary. 2K's on there, Ubisoft is on there, Warner Brothers themselves are on there. Then you have Sony's Santa Monica Studios, who are responsible for God of War, and we now know why Angry Border was a black little girl.
Mm-hmm.
There you got your answer there. Deck 9, they are doing the Life is Strange games, if I'm not mistaken. So they're kind of associated with Square Enix, but nowadays not so much.
Not
you got
so much anymore.
Avalanche Group Studios. I think they're with EA as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
What games have they done, Avalanche? I was just
Avalanche was weren't they Hogwarts Legacy? Didn't they do Hogwarts?
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be
its
WB.
own things with mountains and snow. I'm just going to guess.
Extreme tricky snowboarding or whatever that game was called back in the day. People
Just
can
Cause,
fly.
Mad Max, Renegade, Ops, loads of stuff.
Really?
Yes,
so they were okay. So they were.
I really thought Tombi had Tourette's then. Thanks to me. I really thought random words just coming out.
The thing is, someone actually hit the nail on the head, and the more I'm looking at it,
Generation Zero.
it is a Cumberland ring sausage, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sausage.
Sausage.
I thought they were familiar because they do Hunter Call of the Wild, so that's another one.
Do you know these swirly sausages on the wooden pike that you can buy sometimes?
Yeah,
You get them in Tesco.
That's what it looks like.
Kind of the Tesco's deli in the 90s. You had them like salami kind of things that look like little kids, in it, smiley faces. That's one of them.
I was just thinking it looks like a mutant Teletubby.
That's a much better logo, to be honest. I think it's far more appropriate.
Far better.
Sweet baby stink.
Yeah, Sweet Baby Stink.
They could have made it brown. Come on.
Yeah, probably.
That'd be too on the nose, though.
Welcome to Brown Town.
In the interest of caution, it should be noted that there does exist a distinct possibility that Square Enix's disappearance from Sweet Baby Inc.'s website is in some way accidental or temporary, the possible result of website error or its file path. Bollocks. That is horseshit. It's been removed deliberately, but has the relationship ceased, no longer to be aired upon or seen again in public, or are they just simply hiding away?
All possible. There's many possibilities with that. But if you think about it, Square Enix is going multi-platform again, so they wisened up a little bit. So maybe they learned a thing or two again, because they learned that sticking with Sony is not a great idea. So
I mean, Final Fantasy 16 fell on its head in terms of sales because it was just on the wrong platform.
They did say it met expectations still. Remake didn't, though, or Rebirth. But 16 somehow managed to get their sales expectations up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they said for the PC release.
Yeah, but the major thing that you need to remember very quickly is Square Enix has a new CEO, so it would absolutely not surprise me if their current CEO just looks at certain numbers and is like, okay, this isn't working, this isn't working, this isn't working, out with all of this shit, and we start new.
Yep.
So it would absolutely not surprise me, because them going multi-platform again, now they're disappearing from the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff. They also cut down on 2 studios in terms of their workload, because they have internally delayed projects so that the manpower itself can be spread, they can be used appropriately and not thin the studio out by having too much to do at once.
Shamash, not an unpopular opinion. I agree with you. It was mid. It wasn't a fantastic Final Fantasy game. It was too linear in my view. There was not enough free roaming that was capable within the game, and let's face it, it didn't really bring too much new to the actual universe. It really didn't.
And as a black woman on the internet, I did not feel represented by it.
No. But I actually argue the point. The reason why it possibly made close to expectation is the collector's edition, not through any other.
And the association with Yoshi P, and the association with Yoshi P, because he had the goodwill of FF14 as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of FF16, there's actually a custom-built PC that looks like Ifrit that's circulating on the internet. It looks fucking badass. I need to find it, and I'll send you a link for it. It looks pretty fucking good. But But yeah, this FF16 is aggressively mediocre. It's not like I wouldn't call it a Final Fantasy game, honestly. It's like a Stranger of Paradise. So yeah, Stranger of Paradise is this one looks pretty good actually. Even though it's like just the head. That's a PC. That's a custom made PC.
Oh my god.
That's a fucking lot of resin, isn't it?
Yeah.
$10,000.
And then they use a fucking Intel processor. Get fucked.
Fuck off.
I won't even fucking enter it for that.
I mean, it's $10,000 Australian. Don't forget. So that who knows how much that's worth these days.
36 pence.
£2.50.
£2.50.
All right, let's get the share back up again. Right, but should their logo remain absent for months to come, it would indicate that supposedly hard work on Kingdom Hearts 4 Studio has chosen to, if not abandon their adherence to the performative concept of capital letter D and I.
Because they like money.
Yeah. At least to the very start, giving their money to an entity whose employees regularly deride their core audience, which is one of the things we haven't seen quite often. And Bounding into Comics, fantastic, going back to their roots and based fucking content. They're calling this shit out. And we haven't seen it being called out enough through media. And certainly you won't find any comments like this or any content like this over at IGN or on Gamerant or any of that shit.
But that's the bullying. These websites and things like that, they got bullied in. You cannot talk about it because if you disagree with it, you are scared of us because we are the voice and you are bigoted. Now people realizing, like if it's the editors or like that, the whatever out the top are going, oh, these people are actually retarded and we need to kind of just say what we actually believe because people aren't dumb. Whatever you, not like I say the Disney defenders who go like that.
Yeah.
But most people will go, you know what? I read that source. You know what? I'm going to see if there's another source, and I'm going to back it up and find out if actually that is true. People, most people got a bit of common sense, but literally DEI went, everybody's dumb. And if you don't believe us, you're a bigot. Yep. Now, these sites have actually finally come around and gone, we're just going to say the truth. If we don't like a game, we do like a game. We're going to do an article because it's how we feel, not how we're being scared to feel.
Well, the thing about Bounding into Comics, didn't John F. Trent either set it up or he used to publish on there? And now he's publishing through that Park Place.
He sold Bounding into Comics.
Yeah, he sold it. Yeah,
he's with that Park Place now, so that's his.
Yeah. So like I mean, and both websites unwoke, shall we say, unapologetically unwoke, and he's the common denominator between the two sites. So I think he probably set the tone at Bounding into Comics, and also brings that to.
But you have to make sure that somebody continues it that is aligning with his thought a little bit. I mean, sometimes you can tell that he's not writing the articles anymore, but it's pretty close to what he.
Yeah, because he made the culture there. Was what I mean is that so it's like you've recruited a team that were more conservative than not.
Sorry, Tombi, can you bring up Andrew's comment because I think that's quite relevant. That we were talking about that they do. You get that both sides at the moment. You get that. Clickbait on both sides. You get that hate on both sides. And it's both wrong. Just actually say what you believe and people will read between the lines. If you actually bullshit, go for the clickbait and actually go for the integrity of the third party or somebody else, people are going to read through it. So that comment is both sides. Whatever I say, I don't like the left on the right kind of political views in America, but that is kind of things they get that way of actually bullying. We're going to bully you. And it's just like, have your own belief.
Yeah.
Fucking shut up and literally have your own belief. And I think that's
agreed.
100%.
I will say people get bullied on both sides because, let's face it, we're talking about quite important things close to our hearts. But what you will find starts off with is you'll have the core proper audience of fans challenge poor products, poor acting, poor stories, this, that, and the other, then you get the other side of the coin, then dogpile onto the bullying, and then that brings out the third element, which is bullying back the other way. I've never, ever seen a supportive, constructive discussion from one side and the other side. Is always, we start off talking and pointing out issues, they then start an attack, and it's usually a personal attack. And then the bullying then kicks off as a result of that. Once upon a time, we used to be able to all have a decent conversation and say, this game's shit, that game's shit, why is it shit? We agree that it's shit, or we change our mind that it's shit. And that's gone out the window now because of these companies.
But it's not just gone out the window just because of, like as you said, because everything, because the internet has made the world smaller.
Correct.
Everything, they have made everything political. Every little thing. I think something's shit. I have my own opinion. I don't know, like some game like World of Warcraft. Don't like it. There you go. Ooh. Yeah. And then like Tombi, like, fair play.
Yeah,
but if I put it on the internet,
the reason why I say that's fair play is because my opinion doesn't override your opinion.
No, exactly. But then if we put that on the internet,
coexist.
If it was that popular and the other side, whichever side you lean on, I get attacked just because I don't like it, and that goes with your lifestyle, your political values, your family values, whatever you do, you can get attacked because some idiot will always attack you. Always want to get that little clip, that little up,
100%.
that little up. What I always recommend, off the shoulder, because you are your own person. Nobody can hurt you.
No. And it comes
You're
back
the
to
one
sticks and
mentally
stones
that can
will
help
break
you.
your bones, but words will only offend a cunt.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, the only person that ever gets offended are these blue-haired bloody
land whales. Land whales.
Yeah, land whales.
Yeah, but you can say that, but also on the, I suppose, the other side. Yeah, but also on the other side, you get irritated, don't they? They know how to wind you up, so you also go for it. There's certain points I've seen in things where blatantly the argument's stupid, absolutely stupid, but they've either started either side, and then there's that target, and people get wound up. There are people out there. They are on. If you go YouTube, Twitter, or whatever, X or whatever, they are there just to give you that wind up. They have purposely put that there to really just wind the now. Screw in, sorry. Like Jack.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, granted, I will throw the occasional hand grenade at people in Twitter, but it's usually from a rational, logical perspective. It's never a personal attack. It's a case of, this is poor because of this specific fact or reason. It's not because of opinion, not because of emotion, and it's not because of something someone else has said. And
you also have to bear in mind that there's a disparity of not only temperament, but IQ amongst a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some people will act slightly more irrationally than other people might do. So this kind of behavior is really to be expected.
Yeah. I think it is quite amusing, and I do like it, is when you get on Twitter and somebody says something quite sensible, it's their opinion, and then somebody goes for the attack, and other people go properly Monty Python on them and say something of very British humour, and then they get more wind up.
Mate.
Then there is the million people who look at Dwight and go, that's funny. We're going to watch that person get more wound up. Everybody else gets it except for that person.
Andy Honeycutt
that is amusing. I find that amusing when you're like, oh, I'm really dealing with an actually twat waffle. Let's say
Andy Honeycutt is correct in this, because I don't think we should take any extreme of position as a reputation as a whole. Correct. Because if you take all opinions and look at where they stand, you will get a bell. You'll get an inverse bell curve. You get a fucking bell goes up like that. The rational position is going to be straight down the middle. Then you're going to have your extremes because they're so few and far between on the outside edges. You are correct, Andy. 100%.
Yeah.
It's 100%. It's the TikTok era. You get your information in 20 seconds. Boom, go for it. I'm going to get angry now.
But we're all having a laugh at the start of this video with our thumbs up, all because one of the members of the TikTok generation thinks that because that looks like that to her, that this is rude. It's like, fuck off. Come on.
Well, actually, in I think it's in Greece or Italy. If you stick your thumb up, it means sit on a thumb, basically. So it is sort of
depends where the tip
in
is.
different culture. Yeah, it depends where the tip is. I always say stick a thumb up. Make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
I thought it was the Philippines with a thumb up. Might be the Philippines.
I could have thought that it was. I could have swore. I
know an open-handed gesture as well. Might be upsetting to the Japanese. I can't remember if it's Japanese.
Well, for example, throughout much of the Middle East, if you are to
you're
show
really quiet.
Me,
yeah, you're kind of like coming in and out.
Okay,
was
can
saying
you hear
in the
me?
Middle East.
She said.
Yes.
He was saying in the Middle East.
In the Middle East, if you were to show the soles of your feet to someone, it's one of the most disrespectful things you can possibly do.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why throwing the shoe is so disrespectful to someone.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But come on, who throws a shoe?
Well, people threw shoes at Saddam Hussein, didn't they?
Fuck.
George Bush as well.
Joke goes over people's head.
Who throws a shoe? Oh my God! Come on, Greg. Oh no,
Greg, is it sailing across your fucking head or something?
Yeah. What?
Who throws a shoe?
What film does one of the actors takes off one of his shoes and whips it across the fucking office or kind of like the Heidi house?
Oh, hello. How are you?
No idea.
Oh fucking Jesus Christ!
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, chat, give him help. Give him help. Come on.
Anybody in chat? Anybody in chat? Do you know what?
Oh my God! Who bloody throws a shoe?
Especially when we go like this.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Fucking Jesus.
Nobody else knows either.
No, I'm fucking
100 million shoes.
What is it? It's not. Okay. It's not odd job. What is it? What did he call him?
Blowjob.
No, but
fucking flim flam. No, it was
That's why I don't know
random
you guys do.
task.
Random task.
That's a random
seen these
task.
movies
Yeah.
in the services, and I've not because I'm a civvy.
Random task.
It's nothing to do with being in the military. This is one of the best films of the fucking.
There we go. Rick has got it.
Yeah,
but
Rick's
he can't
got
remember
it.
Yeah, it's Austin.
It was Mike
Austin
Myers,
bloody
and it was
Powers.
in Austin Powers.
1 billion.
I tell you, it's been a while since I've seen Austin Powers.
Throws a shoe.
I mean,
It's a shoe.
how am I supposed to remember a random line?
Because it's Austin Powers, you old shit.
I have seen them. I just didn't memorize the fucking script.
Fucking hell, you shit, isn't he?
Jesus.
Chat.
Right,
I mean,
I'm gonna go and make a cup of tea.
go fucking make a cup of tea. You
I
need
am
some
gonna go.
fucking wake up juice, mate.
I do. Right.
Okay, before he goes off for his cup of tea, the rest of us, what film number 3 do they talk about making wake up juice? Specifically for one of the actors who is fucking out of it. They need to make some.
It's Back to the Future 3.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doc Brown.
Greg, fuck off and make a tea, you prick. Right. The rest of us are going to talk about the rest of this, and then we're going to go on to the next item. Yes.
Greg, make sure it's not a bit nutty.
Ugh. It's a Mr. Whippy.
Naughty,
Who does
Austin.
number 2 work for? Yes.
That's
indeed.
shit, Austin.
That's right, buddy. You show that turtle fast.
Evacuation cob.
Who's number 2?
Who played his son? Seth.
Seth
Yeah,
Green.
Seth Green.
Seth Green. Fucking Jesus.
We can just go in there and shoot him.
Yes.
Yeah.
During that
Throw
time,
me a
studio was
freaking phone here.
for enacting such
They're doing number 4. Doing number 4.
based creative decisions as censoring slavery-related dialogue in Final Fantasy XIV, covering up such female characters as the female warrior in the upcoming Dragon Quest III remake, and Maya the Dragon Quest Monsters 3. So you can see straight away how much impact they started to have. Glad it's going back the other way. Hopefully, fingers
Oh
crossed.
no, they did Forspoken too, didn't they?
Forspoken, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't make it. Square Enix published it.
They published it.
Square Enix published it, yeah.
But the studio that
Forspoken.
the studio that did Final Fantasy 15 worked on that game. And they closed down shortly after that. So yeah.
Interestingly, this development, and I think this is coming back to one of the points Hanayama said, Square Enix president Takashi Kiryu gave a seeming non-answer to a question regarding the company's relationship with Sweet Baby Inc. Asked by a stakeholder during the Q2 2024 shareholders, I'm personally happy about this shift from quantity to quality. I hope good titles will come out in the future. Concerned about the Canadian consulting company. Square Enix is listed as a client, but is there actually a transaction there? What is the transaction? Will they continue to do so in the future? I would like to refrain from making specific comments about individual clients as we shift from quantity to quality. Providing content is that is enjoyable and safe for our customers is also what's part of makes the product fun. We will do our best as creators.
In other words, we want to focus on less games with better quality.
Now,
Jack
sounds like
the transaction is.
Jack hit the right word though, which is what has me concerned. Is safe.
Transaction.
Yeah,
safe.
Is it safe?
No, it's safe. I hate seeing the word safe used because what it generally infers to is they're not going to take a risk with a game. And then push the boundaries out in terms of its delivery, in terms of the technology, the innovation, the ideas. They're just playing it safe, what's likely to cause them less problems in the long run. But as we know, if they just make games for gamers, guess what? We're going to fucking be behind it, and we're going to buy it, we're going to play them.
Games for gamers.
It's the condescension of it as well, isn't it?
Just look at the success of Space Marine 2. And how well that's doing, and that must have been quite a risk for Saber to do this game because of the license and all the shit that's going on with Games Workshop at the moment, especially when it comes to the custodies and all that bullshit. I mean, that's totally separated from the game they made, but still, the stigma is still there because Games Workshop licensed their property out to Saber. They could have just as much said, like, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna do what Games Workshop wants us to do. We're just gonna make female custodies in the campaign. Fuck the Space Marines, even though the game's called Space Marines, and we're just gonna go with that. They didn't do that. What also has me very hopeful at the moment is the news that Saber actually took over the creative control of KOTOR. So it's not just what's it called, Embracer anymore.
Yep.
So I'm quite hopeful with that. But yeah, Square Enix playing this safe doesn't surprise me because they just want to make the games that are the safest to make, like Final Fantasy, maybe 1 or 2 Kingdom Hearts games if we're being generous here, and that's it.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring this up before we move on to another topic, because we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. But the Saber CEO seemingly confirmed that the controversial, which is let's make games for gamers, Space Marine 2 post is real. Good job. Well done. That's the right thing you want to see.
Based.
Yeah,
Don't
indeed.
you literally?
Right,
isn't there a really easy way to make a game, like to make money? Don't you just put an Asian lady with big tits lead?
No, you just have to make a beautiful looking lady. Doesn't have to be Asian.
Beautiful.
And put a boob slider
It
and a
bloody
butt
helps.
slider. you really don't have to give too many male options, but if you give boob slider, butt slider, sexy ladies, you'll sell guns. It's amazing.
Actual
She doesn't even need to be Asian.
You see, I miss the days when, like back on the Atari, where the only characters you had were like a green dot and a red square, and like you had to like get the red dot deep inside the red square, or you had to pound the red square with your green dot, that sort of thing.
Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty. Keep talking, baby.
The point being is that you didn't actually need a character. All you needed was the box art.
And your imagination.
And whatever was on the box art, that's what you imagined your red dot or your green square to be.
Square bit to be what the box art was. Yeah, correct.
Dirty.
We are filthy. We're talking about slipping like Tetris pieces together.
Smashing your red dot deep inside the mysterious red square.
And
yeah, but
the best thing is that when you got to load it, that 5 minutes. Ooh,
5 minutes? Fucking some of these games take fucking forever on tape.
Yeah.
And then they crash when they load in your fucking fast loaders.
Commodore 64.
Since Greg is busy making his cup of tea, he made a remark in the chat just then. A small mod that multiplies the button chest slide in Veilguard is needed. I'll tell you this much, it won't last long. It won't last long because it's going to be on Nexus mods, and Nexus mods is going to nuke it. Just like the get rid of PSN mods for God of War.
For Ragnarok.
Less pointing at people. That's rude.
Yeah, and also, Greg. Wrong. What we need is a mod that uninstalls Veilguard if you are retarded enough to install it in the first place.
Yeah. Fucking hell, it's a mod to uninstall it. But no, I mean, the thing is, let's face it, Nexus mods started nuking Baldur's Gate 3 mods as soon as they started going a bit risque with Shadow Heart's clothing. They just started.
That's why we have other sites where you can download mods. Fuck
exactly.
Nexus mods.
Nexus mods is a bunch of fucking idiots. But... right, okay. Whose topic wants to go next?
Yes.
Right.
That's exciting.
Which one? The first link, second link?
Let's go first. Let's go first with the Ghost of Yotei shit. Let's get that out of the way first because that's a bit more pressing.
Put your feet up, everyone. This might be a big rant.
Yeah. No.
He said link. And I just thought sausage.
So the Ghost of Yotei one is actually not a rant, but people need to seriously calm the fuck down about being idiots when they have no understanding of absolutely fucking anything. They're like that's the key part.
They're just outing themselves.
Which one of your fucking links it is? The Endymion one.
Yeah, the Endymion one. And then Az's reply later.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So, because apparently this is now a problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would indulge me for one, because I will take, nothing against Endymion personally, but I've seen this type of language being used, this type of Discord being used. So I would like to have a word about this. So Endymion made the tweet reading that Ghost of Tsushima sequel stars a Japanese woman samurai warrior. First of all, wrong, because of course it does. They can't help themselves until every franchise that was built on masculinity is replaced by women. Secondly, the Ghost of series is not a franchise yet. It's one game old, idiot. Second of all, the game is not built on masculinity. The game is if you want to really simplify it down, it's a story-driven drama.
Yes.
And a drama is not built on anything because it's a drama. If this was an action game like God of War, yes, God of War is built on masculinity. Ghost of Tsushima is not. Okay? So, and specifically the character of Sakai Jin is not built on masculinity. But that's here nor there. And then he says, and then he goes on, rather, to say, Ghost of Yotei is hopefully a smaller spin-off game. Why would you Why would you wish for the next installment to be a smaller and a spin-off game? That makes no goddamn fucking sense. But if this is the true sequel, and this is the new main character over Sakai Jin, fuck that. Okay, so, here's the issue. I know that Erika Ishii, the English voice actress for the new character, for Atsu, is a bit of a nutter, okay? I understand. I understand that the English voice actress is a bit of a nutter. Okay. So is Mark Hamill. And like the man, dislike the man personally, fair enough. But are we going to sit here and be like, okay, if you watch Batman the Animated Series, or if you play any of the Arkham games where Mark Hamill voiced the Joker, are we now saying that his portrayal of the Joker is now bad because Mark Hamill in real life is a fucking nutter? Like, that makes no logical sense. So please, people. calm the fuck down, take your pitchforks, take your torches, and fucking wait. All we have seen so far for Ghost of Yotei is the announcement trailer. So
Yes.
if the next trailer comes out, if more information comes out, if we start to learn what the game is actually about, and then it's shit, then fine, go ham, shit on it, have fun. But for right now, can we be civilized and use common fucking sense? I know it's rare these days, but can we use common fucking sense and acknowledge two very distinct things? First of all, Sucker Punch has done an amazing job with Ghost of Tsushima, and
100%.
so far, we have no reason to believe that they are gonna fuck it up with Ghost of Yotei. Okay.
Right.
Secondly, while the voice actress in real life might be a nutter, we have enough voice actors throughout anything that are still nutters in real life that still can perform the task they are paid to do adequately. So can we just use common sense, sit back, put our feet up, and just relax and wait until we actually know what the game is about? Like, is that too much to ask these days? Which, by the way,
you're 100%. I'm going to interrupt you for a second because you've been talking for a good 5 minutes now. I think you've got a very good point. Very, very good point. In as much as everyone's jumping on the bandwagon to say just because the lead in this game is female, that means it's naturally woke. And the problem is that there's no rule within games that says that your first game has got to be male, your second game has got to be male, your third game's got to be male, or you can't mix it up. I mean, ultimately, there's no rule book to say that they can't actually switch out leads for a female to a male. 100%. And the thing that a lot of people are missing, Ghost of Tsushima is the first game in a possible Ghost series.
Yes.
Yes.
It doesn't. What it does do is sets the expectation for how good a game can be.
Yes.
Correct.
Not that the character is going to be male, that it's going to be masculine, because you're 100% correct. It's a story-driven drama, ultimately. Yes, you can say it's action as well, but it's mostly story-driven drama.
Yes.
Yep.
That's not...
So what you're saying,
that's
Tombi,
not straight against a male character.
So what you're saying, Tombi, is you're advocating against the discrimination because this blatant character has not got a sausage.
I mean, the thing is, you could find that she loves the sausage, less about that she has got a sausage. I don't mind that she's not got a sausage as long as she loves the sausage.
Fair enough. There you go. Thank you for clarifying that point.
And by the way, this leads into the other tweet that I sent you, which is the tweet from Az.
Yep. Gonna grab it up now.
Don't grab it. Don't grab it. Just
no, I want to grab it and put it off.
You might get friction burn.
Before you read this, I just want to say something. If you're that butthurt over the fact that Jin Sakai is not the main character of this new game, then you have to consider this game takes place 300
years. Yeah.
300 years after the first game.
Yeah.
And number two, if you still want to play as Jin Sakai, the first game is still out there and you can still play it.
And you can mod it for extra content.
Yes. Exactly. There's an expansion and a full game that you can play. It's not like Jin is going anywhere. There's going to be a movie made out of Jin's story as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, potentially. So, if I might, I would like to read Az's tweet.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So, the good man Az, aka Heel vs Babyface, wrote that Ghost of Tsushima was an excellent game, beautifully presented with wonderful characters and a strong driving narrative. Some of those stories involved people that think or act differently from ourselves. Mm-hmm. But when told well and in good faith, those stories can work well. Ghost of Tsushima was very well received by gamers and the country of Japan, who were so impressed with the respect shown of the Western developers were honored as ambassadors of the island itself, with high praise indeed. I expect Ghost of Yotei to be no different. Sucker Punch has set themselves a high bar in terms of quality and expectation. I trust they want wholeheartedly to follow through on that. Gamers don't hate female protagonists nor female characters. They hate badly written characters and badly written stories in general.
Yep.
They hate insincerity and forced ideologies where they shouldn't fit or belong. I, for one, am looking forward to the sequel, and I expect it to be at the very least of the same quality as its incredible predecessor.
100%.
And I absolutely, wholeheartedly support that message.
Yep.
Again,
that's an approach that you should always take with these kinds of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And once again, it's yes. You can argue that the voice actress is a bit of a nutter, but then again, I will always point towards Mark Hamill and be like, yes, Mark Hamill is also a nutter, but he's still a great voice actor for the Joker. It is what it is. You don't have to like the artists themselves, but you can respect if they do a good job. It's called being fair.
Yep.
People should take that into consideration. All right?
Yeah, I completely agree with that too. It's almost like people have forgotten that before all this DEI nonsense, that we actually had female and black and people of color protagonists in our games, and we enjoyed them. Tomb Raider being one massive game with a female protagonist. That we had GTA San Andreas. The entire thing was based around black culture, and no one had a problem with that. No one had a problem with following, playing Tomb Raider, being a girl, even especially guys, and no one had a problem being a black guy, and so and it was like you were saying, you got to separate the art from the artist, because there are plenty of people out there that I wouldn't want to meet your heroes, so to speak. Yes. There was once a time when I would have loved to have met Mark Hamill. I would have absolutely nothing in common to talk with him about, knowing who he is now.
No,
so I'm glad
absolutely.
that I've never met him.
Yeah.
I'd ask him how his granddaughter is.
But it goes to show, like, we had female characters like Tomb Raider with Lara Croft, the Metroid series with Samus Aran, the Bayonetta games, and nobody has complained about them. Like the Nier series is mostly female characters now, Stellar Blade. Nobody is complaining about it because they are either very good, or at least decent enough characters that are written with respect that you can appreciate. They are they are not shit insert characters to be like, oh look, it's insert fucking minority here for the sake of being insert minority here.
Yeah. I mean, just don't forget we had Yuna in the first Ghost of Tsushima as well. She was a good sidekick to the main character. She was well written. She was weak, but also had her strengths. She was a well written character. I had no problem with her whatsoever, despite being on Jin's side all the time. Mostly.
The character also understood her strengths, though, and understood her weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly. She was a very well-written female character, and that's why a lot of people liked her.
Yes. I mean, look at BioShock 3 with Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Correct.
Right. Who's next? Who wants to go next?
So, what, do we want to laugh?
Well, of course we want to laugh all the time, but
then bring up Ubilol.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll do that one, and then we'll bounce on to someone else's because we want to get through at least one person's each.
Yep.
Yeah, I will make the one thing very quickly because it's fucking retarded. So yeah, Ubisoft fucking shit the bed again. Shock and horror, we know.
More than once.
Oh no.
Oh anyway. Yeah. So I will just wrap this all up in one bundle. It's going to be fine.
Ubisoft are the fucking Amber Heard of the gaming world.
I wouldn't even say they're that good.
Yeah.
Mate, I wouldn't even say they were that good.
Yeah, so if you can you scroll down to
I just meant in terms of grumpies on the bed.
I mean, the thing is, in terms of grumpies on the bed, but at least Amber Turd is okay to look at.
Yeah, so can you scroll down to the image?
Yes. Let's go down to the
Amber.
story.
Don't scroll. What, Amber Turd?
So,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Fucking hell,
No.
thank God for
We're going to
that.
scroll down to this image.
Jeez,
This
when I
image
thought you meant that, I thought we were going to have an image of that.
No.
Jesus.
Okay.
One-legged Dory. Just
Yeah,
so that
so-
people know what they're talking about.
Yeah, so, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are unaware, this fucking abomination that is currently on screen is a new figurine of everybody's least favorite samurai, which is called Yasuke, from from everybody's least favorite not Assassin's Creed game, which is Ass in Creed Shadows. So, and with this fucking figurine, as you can see in the background, we have a split torii gate, which only has one of its standing pillars left. And I'm pretty sure that nobody at Ubisoft thought about this for longer than 2 fucking seconds. But the reason why this is absolute ass is because in Japan, there only exists one, and I mean one torii gate that has still not been repaired, that only has one standing leg. And the reason behind that torii gate only having one leg is because the other half got blown away when the atomic bomb hit Nagasaki. So, yeah, great symbolism there, Ubisoft.
Go back to the figurine picture a sec, because I've just noticed something.
Aren't they traditionally made of wood as well?
They are traditionally made out of wood, and if they have a base that is in water, the wood is encased in stone, so it doesn't swell up and then break.
Look at the background here, right?
I thought it was Gojira that did it, but
yeah. So
look at the background. You've got the silhouette of the gate with the atom bomb going off in the background.
Can you start talking into your mic because you're breaking up every now and again, mate?
Sorry, dude.
Thank you. I'm all about fucking standards here. Let's keep them up.
Oh, by the way, Greg's back.
Oh fuck.
Oh, hi.
Do you think that is the atomic bomb explosion, or do you think that's the rising sun?
That's a rising sun.
Rising sun.
But it's funny.
It's
but
interestingly
funny that they have,
flippant enough.
Yeah, but it's also funny enough that they have a correct torii gate in the background for the image of that fucking statue, then featuring the one-legged torii, and the one-legged torii is literally a standing symbol of a reminder of the atomic bomb being dropped on Nagasaki.
It's a Second World War memorial.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
And them featuring that for like shits and giggles is not only incredibly disrespectful, but is so godforsaken tone deaf, you might as well pretend like they are all deaf and or retarded.
Well, they need
and or maybe even had a
readers.
fucking section C
Yeah.
lobotomy.
I wonder if they asked Johnny Somali for consultation on this one.
Exactly, yeah. And Ubisoft are the Johnny Somali of the software industry now.
They are. The things they. I've tweeted this out earlier. They made themselves such a PR nightmare with this game. We're kind of forced to delay the game because there's no fucking way you can release this with all the PR going on.
They couldn't show their face in Japan.
Speaking of, not too foretold, because here's the funny bit. After that one got released, like literally the next day, or within the next day, they then announced that they are pulling out of their booth from the Tokyo Games Show, which is happening over the weekend, starting tomorrow, and then today announced that they are actually gonna delay the game.
Yes.
Right? So, in case anybody was hopeful for it, they're gonna delay the game from November 15th to February 14th next year, which falls on Valentine's Day, and they honestly believe that anybody is gonna buy and or play that fucking hot wet turd on Valentine's Day next year.
They're hoping all the women who don't read any articles on games are just going to buy it blindly for their other half to play on the PlayStation.
But here's the thing: if you release something on Valentine's Day or in February in general, that's
It's dead.
It's dead. You send it out to die.
Yeah,
February's the month of death.
I can challenge that to something that didn't die, but I just want to say a special hello to Lance, the Outcast Creatives, who I was given a hand with his Galen Hurd interview today, which went absolutely amazing. If you haven't check out the Outcast Creatives YouTube channel.
Yes.
He also says, I feel I should be on this. I'll get you an invite. And if you're free, Lance, we'd love to have you on, mate. Love to have you on.
And
So
then,
the challenge,
of course,
two seconds, the challenge. I wanted a fucking challenge. Something being released on Valentine's Day and then dying immediately, which was Deadpool #1.
Well,
the film came out on
for that.
Day.
I'm talking about video games specifically. Not
No,
movies.
I'm talking about generally things coming out on Valentine's Day don't always die.
Well, also
Your
exceptions don't
sex
get
life.
through
Your
rules.
sex life.
They die 90% of the time.
Believe you me.
But coincidentally, they die 90% of the time, just like Ubisoft's stock died the second the delay got announced, and they dropped to below $11.
But
wait a minute.
Dawn's correct as well.
Black History Month. Yep.
Yes. Dawn
That's
is
true.
correct. They pushed it back
On the
deliberately.
last day of Black History Month.
Really?
Oh, wait, no,
Yep.
middle. In the middle. Black
It's
History
in the middle. It's in the middle.
But still.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, they're gonna drop the game full of lies on
And-
Valentine's Day in Black History Month because these motherfuckers are even more tone deaf than actual deaf people.
For some people, Valentine's Day is a day full of lies too, Hanayama.
Stasis. I did take IcklePickle to watch it for Valentine's Day. And yes, I did hide the sausage after.
It was
IcklePickle, where are you? Get IcklePickle back on.
Can I just
We need
posit the
confirmation.
theory? Can I just posit the theory that they're relying on like the people who are going to be buying up this game not being in a relationship? Because I don't know whether you've been in a relationship and ever fucking wanted to play your games on Valentine's Day, but you're not allowed to fucking do that. No matter how much you want to, you are not allowed to play your fucking games on Valentine's Day unless you're with a girl who also enjoys playing games.
Now,
There are
that is
certain
the
kind of
reason why
games
I
you can play.
mine. That's the reason. I was going to say I wear the trousers in the house so I can play the games when I want, but also the very fact that the games I play are the same ones.
Okay,
Sam
can
plays,
we? Sorry,
I will play those together on Valentine's.
Sorry,
Yes.
to clarify on chat, they're shorts. He's that short.
Yeah. I'm a midget.
They're not full trousers. They literally are literally boxer shorts.
Yes.
You ever seen the TV show The
legs.
Borrowers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I've accused Tombi of being one of those before.
Yeah. Yes. He hasn't caught proof of it yet, though. That's the thing.
True.
He has to
I
get up
have.
earlier.
I've met you in person.
Fuck. Shit, you have. I've met Statis Qweef too.
Yeah, and I was like, who's talking to me? And I just got like,
There's this tiny fucking midget. Midget's looking up.
Can you hold me a bit?
It's like
This little fucker tucking in my shirt there.
Hold on a minute. Everybody that's down this left-hand side and Greg, we've all met live in person.
Yeah.
And do you notice that Greg is the last square of the L of loser? Anyway,
I thought it was for lubrication.
Moving on. Right.
Yeah, but
Who
Who wants to talk about their one next?
Look, he's on.
they're gonna fall so hard on their asses, and I'm all here for it. I have no sympathy left for Ubisoft.
Don't everybody shout at once. Otherwise, I'm going to just choose one.
Oh, what? You wanted it? Sorry, I couldn't hear because Hanayama was talking.
I'm asking who wants to discuss theirs next. Greg, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to
Change of
discuss. I don't want to discuss Greg's next.
You just sent me a game.
Yeah.
Just-
Just the link to the
He wants
Steam
to talk
page.
about the game.
Yes.
I thought it was a picture of his dick. Keeps his buttons in.
Why don't we put that on stream?
I was going to play with the game, to be honest.
Yeah, it's forever winter.
Yeah. This came out yesterday, and I picked it up. I noticed quite a few people got it on their wish list, but I hadn't even heard of it until about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, when I watched Asmongold's recent discussions on this. But it really appealed to me. It's set in an apocalyptic war, and you're basically a scavenger that comes up out of the underground tunnels and just has to dodge around the battlefield, waiting for things to get killed or killing things. And there's these big ass mechs. And then you're looting stuff, and you've got to extract. If you die, you lose all your shit. But I played it earlier on. It's actually really good, really atmospheric. But the reason I wanted to talk about it was because it's bringing this grim, dark future fantasy, which seems to be a very unwoke genre. The grim dark fantasy, you see it with Space Marines. 40k is like the typical grim dark future.
But they can't really make it woke, can they? In a future that's dystopian or everything's all about survival horror, you really can't make it too woke.
Yeah, and so this one is made by a studio that's like now. I mean, looking at the. In fact, actually, you could probably play this first one.
I was actually going to suggest, why don't we just play the video and see what it's like?
Because he says the things I was going to say anyway, so I'll just shut up.
So, here's the deal. These past few months, we've had an outpour of positive reception from you guys.
Anybody hear it?
Around what we're creating. And we really want to get that game out to you sooner. That's why we're diving right into early access on September 24th, 2024. And a heartfelt thank you to everyone who participated in the beta. The team has been rocking around the clock to incorporate a ton of the feedback you guys gave us, and we can't wait to share the progress. Now, I don't believe anyone should have to pay more than 50 USD for a game, and if you want to support the team above and beyond the initial price point, that is awesome, and we really appreciate it.
Hold on. Right, okay, I'm just going to say something now, and now that I say it, you're not going to be able to unthink it. So are you prepared?
Do it.
Depends what you're going to say.
I'm almost tempted to say Fear the Beardo's fucking voice in this.
Oh.
I'm going to go back ever so slightly.
And if you want to support the team above and beyond the initial price point,
Beardo.
That is awesome.
It's Beardo.
And we really appreciate it. There will be a special edition with the game's soundtrack and Jason's awesome tunes.
A little bit.
But that should be your choice, based on how much you guys dig the game. So the Forever Winter is going to be $27 at early access. There will be 0 pay-to-win solutions. You will earn your gear via skill or luck, and you will not be able to buy your way into Nirvana.
Luck, yes.
You will never be charged for a new character, because that's the way it should be when you buy a game. You will not be charged for maps, guns, additional quests, new bosses, and more. That nickel and diming shit is for the birds. We will charge for skin packs, and any sales there will go to supporting the character team and allowing us to make even more baller characters in the future. Now, why do all this? I fondly remember a time growing up in the 90s when you could go to Comp USA and buy a box copy of Command & Conquer, Giant Citizen Kabuto, or KK&D for $50 or less and be set for months.
Yes.
I'm really hoping we can get back there. Now for the roadmap. We really respect what the homies did with Ready or Not. Having the balls to release gray box maps into their map lineup was incredible. So we're taking a page out of their book. We will give you one work-in-progress map early, so you guys can scope it out, have some fun, and hopefully give the team some super helpful feedback, so we can make them even more kick-ass when they drop fully. Taking it one step further, we want the community to get a chance to vote on which bosses and which features we bring online first in our post-launch plan. Anyone who bought the game will get access to an exclusive channel in our Discord. There, you will be able to vote on what or who drops next. The art team and our brothers at Evolve 512 broke our backs to make sure we planned months in advance to give you guys the post-apocalyptic road trip you deserve. And if the game does well, shit. We want to bring this art style to entirely new environments in the future. It's going to be a wild ride.
Lock it
now
in,
let's start hosting. Regardless of how many people play,
that.
you will always be able to play with your friends locally and via peer-to-peer hosting. We learned from the nightmares some of our industry colleagues have gone through this past year. So that means no infinite loop matchmaking bugs, and no flooded servers where you can't jump into what you just bought. We did this so that no matter what happens, when you buy our game, you can jump in and rock and roll, even if it's solo. If you want to reach out to the dev team, hit up the Discord. There's a ton of homies in there that love Grimdark just as much as we do.
Especially considering he says homies.
Now on a more somber note, these past few months, we lost Spec Ops The Line, Project Boundary, and now they are shutting down the Battlefield 3 servers.
Yep.
The reality is, in the never-ending quest for profit, they are closing the gate on some really special games that inspired us. Games cost more now to develop than they ever have, and that means risk mitigation is priority 1, 2, and
Pause
3.
that a sec. If you roll back to that tank. See if you can find it.
I'm going to press X to doubt on that statement as well.
What?
There.
Because Unreal Engine 5 is free.
Games cost more now to develop than they ever have.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
if you use Unreal.
It's not this tank. One of the other tanks has actually got probably about 50 bodies just draped over it, hanging off the gun, draped over it like armor.
And that means
I think there might be one on there. But there is some real, like, gruesome R-rated imagery in there as well.
Oh, fuck you. They did not hold back.
No. And I played it for an hour or so earlier on, and the battlefield was really intense. You had to hide from both factions that were fighting there. If they noticed you, they would attack you. You've got to grab the loot while you can, but it's worthless if you die. And then the really big mechs, like the gunhead one that you can see sometimes in there, is 30, 40 foot high. I was hiding from that at the base of a building, and it just came over and it stomped on me from the other side of the building. It detected me through the building and then stomped the building and killed me in one shot. So that was it then. But it was great. So I highly recommend this. I wanted to bring it up because I think they've got a good development attitude, and it's refreshing to have player-led, content going in the game and stuff like that. So shout out to this game. Grab it. Play it. The end.
Good.
What do you guys
The
think?
end. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to get it right now. Because it doesn't.
And while Tombi is getting it, and here's something. No. While Tombi is getting it, so you do your purchase, good sir. But I'm gonna make people go and purchase something else. In case you have not, fine people listening, yesterday the final DLC for Remnant 2, the Dark Horizon release. With it came 2 free updates. So if you own the game but don't own the DLC yet, you still get to play boss rush mode, and you get to play with the new prism system to enhance your builds. And if you choose to go for the DLC, not only do you get the new archetype class, which is the Warden, which lets you summon and then command a drone for either shielding yourself or allies, direct healing, or being a combat drone that shoots rockets. And you also get a bunch of new guns, items, mods, everything you already know that you can get in Remnant 2. So, if you have not gotten that one, the fuck's your problem? Go get it. Go buy now.
I played that earlier on today as well, and I played for a couple of hours. I played 2 hours before I even realised. It was really good, very atmospheric. Good bit.
Yeah, I've just grabbed it. I'm quite happy. Looking at that, I'd say I'd play it.
Yeah. The grimdark fantasy with Warhammer, Warhammer 40k.
Mm-hmm.
The tabletop game was the sci-fi aspect of the grimdark universe, whereas Warhammer Old World was the dark fantasy game in the 80s, and that was what I went to after Dungeons and Dragons. So the grimdark world in fantasy is basically where I'm at. So all of these Vermintide's a perfect example of grimdark fantasy.
Yeah. Right. Who wants to bring up their subject next?
Let's talk about Soul.
Smooth.
You want to do the thing? Do the thing.
Yeah, let's talk about Soul Reaver, shall we?
Which one is that? Soul Reaver is the second link.
Legacy of Kain?
This is the second link,
Yeah,
I think.
got it.
Yeah. So, for those who grew up in the 90s and are used to own a PlayStation 1, you might be familiar with this series. It's spawned from the Legacy of Kain series.
Dick Touch!
Yeah, Dick Touch! Exactly.
Dick Touch, yes.
Yeah, which is which is another spin-off of the Legacy of Kain, or Blood Omen 1. And this is coming back after 25 years. The original writer from Uncharted 1 through 3 worked on this, Amy Hennig. And Sony finally decided, the Crystal Dynamics and Aspyr decided to bring back Soul Reaver for all modern platforms, I think, apart from the Switch. But it's going to be on Steam as well. It's going to be $30 for 2 games.
Yeah, and they already fucked it up.
They already fucked it up, yeah, sadly. But I'm still excited, happy that some people can actually try it again.
Yeah.
Even though it is, it's been 25 years. Actually, I went to a flea market recently looking for a copy of this game, but it's next to impossible to find an original copy of this game nowadays. Apart from like eBay, where they go for like $200 or $300 or something like that. So I'm kind of morbidly curious to try it out. If I were to get a promo code for this game, I would probably give it a shot and see how it is. But the thing is, I haven't seen like that much actual gameplay of it, because the trailer footage has some gameplay in it, but it's like vertical slice kind of stuff. So you can't really say if it's actually going to run this well or not, apart from maybe the PC version. But yeah, I'm quite excited for this, even though I haven't played this game in a couple of years. The only downside is there's no Blood Omen Defiance in it, which is the third game in the series, I think.
Yep.
With Cain and Raziel actually teaming up to defeat another big bad, but maybe that will come in the future, and maybe this is a sign of actually getting a new Soul Reaver game eventually.
Yep. So Keymailer is what I sign up for my early access stuff. So it's well worth, guys. If you've never heard of Keymailer, as in you're a content creator, streamer, whatever, sign up for that, and you can get access to games early. And they do send you keys. I've just shoved it on notification for myself. It is due for release at the end of the year.
December 10th.
Yeah.
The end of the year.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, mate.
Yeah, I love these Soul Reaver games. I wanted them to be released like years ago, but unfortunately, due to like shenanigans with the licensing and everything, it took fucking forever to come out. I'm quite shocked that they actually managed to get it done as quick as they did, because the same team also worked on the Tomb Raider Run Through 3 remaster as well. And they did a pretty good job with it, apart from fucking up some minor details. But yeah, happens, I guess. But it does look good, but I am worried that they might tweak a little bit too much of it.
Yeah, like some certain statues.
Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected, sadly. Especially nowadays.
Yeah, but still, it's pointless. Like, why has the statue of a goddess now fucking thighs the size of a fucking quarter pillar, no breasts, and a fucking square chin, when it didn't have in the original one, which is 25 years old? Like, come on, people.
But that's the good thing is we can get mods that reverse it on PC at least.
Yeah, just not on Nexus mods. They will ban it again.
Well, fuck Nexus mods.
Remaster Pillars Defined, work on Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remastered. Great remaster to bring classic game to modern hardware through enough visual and quality life improvements to feel natural while carefully preserving the integrity of the original. That's the important thing, isn't it?
That's the important thing, yeah.
That is the important thing.
I mean, if you play it in emulation, you can get a pretty decent looking high res version of the game. But obviously, there's limitations to it because of how old the game is.
Yeah,
you know,
there's only so far you can push the engine.
Yeah,
to accept higher resolution textures or whatever, you have to fundamentally redo the engine in order to go past it.
I mean, I'll be honest. This remaster is the worst kept secret in the industry, because this leaked like 2-3 months ago.
This is the key thing here.
Source code.
That promotes the fact they are going to do a faithful update to the game, that they were given the source code, the original engine, source code, break it all out, rebuild it into a modern engine. Oh, that's going to be fantastic.
Unlike Konami, who lost the source code to Silent Hill 2 and 3.
The question is for Jack, as someone who plays Legacy of Kain games. Do you fancy gay dick touching this motherfucker?
I don't know, to be quite honest with you. I enjoyed the originals, and it's the same as I enjoy the originals of the majority of games that I used to play as a teenager and that kind of thing. And I often revert back to those original versions. I'm not really that bothered about a remaster because it loses its it loses its charm. The reason why I fell in love with it in the first place. Sure, it's nice to have a few. Like, for example, I'm playing Vice City at the moment on my Tuesday streams, but I'm using a version that is before any of the like updates, or it's not modded at all. It's it's the bare bones original version of the game, and it's the same as when I was playing the Legacy of Kain. There is actually a Blood Omen mod that you can get, or a sort of like an updated version where the characters and the environments are 3D. And that was like independently developed. But I decided to go for the original game because that was the charm, that was the nostalgia. Those are the member berries that I'm going for. And so I don't know. Will I play the game? I'd rather just download the original and play that.
I think because I never played the original, I'll probably be fine to just going straight to this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always that element that you miss out with, like you say, you miss out with the heart of what made the original so good. But fundamentally, if it's the same game just reskinned, I probably won't have a problem with playing the reskinned.
That was so good about the Tomb Raider reskin was that you could hit a button and toggle between the original graphics style.
Halo 2 did that as well. The Master Chief Collection does that too. When you had Halo Anniversary for 2 or 1, you could swap the graphics on the fly. It was like a millisecond, and it was like gone. You could play with the original graphics, like it is shown here. You can still play with the original graphics, but you can switch to the modern ones as well. Which
that seems to be the way Aspire are doing it, because that's in a way it's like digital conservation of the original. Plus, I mean, giving it
I can kind of see why they tweaked the statues, because Crystal Dynamics also works on the Tomb Raider reboot. Don't forget, they are solely responsible for the fact that Lara Croft has become a whiny, entitled bitch.
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons why they probably tweaked the statues to appease the modern audience that doesn't fucking exist. Let's be honest here. Fuck the modern audience. But yeah, like I said, there will be mods for this, for the PC version, to make these statues look normal again. So that's why I'm probably going to get it on Steam instead.
Yeah.
But still play with a PlayStation controller just for the for nostalgia
vibes.
You know? For the vibes, yeah.
Cool.
Make the statues great again.
But the thing is, it is $30. It's $30 and that's actually a good price point, in my opinion. If they would have charged if they would have charged full price for this, like $70, I would have been like, "Fuck no, I'm not going to try this."
Yeah.
If it's a remake, arguably, I would actually say its price point would be closer to 20 odd quid, because they've already had money from the first one. They have got the source code. It's not a brand new game. It's simply a remaster. The time to change that old code into a new updated game is a lot less manpower intensive, faster to market. So I'd say 20 quid and this would fly off the shelves.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So one of the things that I'm going to note here is that the graphics that you're seeing in this game now,
yes,
it required a massive fucking computer to pre-render the graphics that were played as like videos. The graphics that you see in the original sort of, like, especially Legacy of Game, Blood Omen, everything was 2D in that game, right? Apart from the 3D stuff that was provided in the videos, the cutscenes. So everything needed to be processed first. It needed to be pre-rendered to be able to get the graphics that you're getting now. So a big chunk of the sort of the development is missing there.
Yeah.
Another thing is that Silicon Knights were a developer for Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. I think they were in a lawsuit with Epic Games because Epic Games was supposed to create an engine for them back in the Xbox 360.
When they did Too Human, right? Wasn't that
I think maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they got into a big lawsuit because Epic Games didn't deliver on the deadline, basically, and it fucked their game up. It fucked the release of their game up, basically. Mm-hmm. So Silicon Knights, a very old game developer that's no longer really developing games.
Sorry, guys, I missed the question. But
They did
in the
a lot
chat, that's
for
the link to
Nintendo.
the Forever Winter. So it's in the chat.
Also, if you are interested in buying or pre-purchasing Legacy of Kain, it's actually 26 quid as a pre-purchase bonus. But as of the launch day, it's going to be $30.
Right. I'm going to
If
move
you
on to
want
the
to
next
play-
one, and I'm just going to choose someone. Status, you give us
Just
this
quickly,
link.
if you want to play Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, you can download it off the Internet Archive.
Yep. If you want to play the original,
Yeah,
it's
for free.
always available.
Forever Winters, £22.50 currently. Just 10% off at launch.
Stacey!
Hey!
MGM.
I thought I'd wake you up a little bit.
Well, no, this
Stacey's
is more
mom,
like
she's trying to peg my bum.
I find it funny. This is literally how many reboots, rehashes of the Robin Hood story have we had?
Is it,
All of them.
is it fair to say that Robin Hood has had the most remakes, reboots, reimaginings of any fictional character throughout all of history?
No, Henry VIII. Before Jesus. Henry VIII, then Jesus. The actual truth. Henry VIII have had more movies and TV shows about him than Jesus. Then probably.
Fucking hell.
The earliest Robin Hood I can think of is Errol Flynn, and then the Disney animation.
No, there are some silent ones.
ones.
There are really silent ones. Yeah, but this is where whatever you're going to go for, where Hollywood just needs to stay away a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there are two senses of where Robin Hood comes from. If he was Essex, if he's from Wakefield, whatever, or even possibly he was never from Nottinghamshire.
No, he was never from Nottinghamshire. That's
he's
where he ended up.
Yeah. So they think he was started off in the Essex region, maybe, or he was a Wakefield boy. Probably more Wakefield. I would go for the more Wakefield. That is East Yorkshire, for anybody who doesn't know. But
he started in the hood.
He started in the hood. But that is the problem. We have now a Robin in the hood.
Yes.
Or Robin, not Robin.
Robin. Rob YN.
Yeah. And I'm not monoble.
Rabine.
Actually, they're
Yes.
never... Like, unless they're going
Woodbines.
to do a Game of Thrones kind of style, make it very accurate, but you're going to have to be a bit... you've
Gay?
got the license to be a bit free. Because you haven't got Robin Hood stories. You've got the story of Robin Hood, but you don't have the
You don't have
actual
side
story.
adventures.
No.
Yeah, it's folklore.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally
it's
a
all the
myth,
same story.
folklore. Yeah.
It's all the same story. Sheriff of Nottingham is a dickhead, takes Maid Marian, Robin Hood rescues. That's it.
Yeah. But
King John, or you know.
Do you remember the
King John?
The BBC show with
yes,
the
and his Merry
did
Man.
the music for it.
Yeah, Enya
That was
did the
great.
music. So that one they included
also
some
called
mystical
Clanad
stuff.
because she was in Clanad at the time.
They had the mystical stuff. Yeah, but it was an Enya solo album that was the soundtrack.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
No,
it was.
No,
Yes,
it wasn't.
it was. It was
No,
100%.
wasn't. It was
Yes,
released
it was.
in Clanad.
No,
Originally,
I thought you
released
was on
in
about
Clanad.
Maid
No, it wasn't.
Mary
It was
and
an
his
Enya
Merry
solo
Men.
album. But anyway, moving on. I've forgotten what I was going to say now. You've put me off.
It didn't take much.
Did someone mention?
Oh,
Maid
mystical.
Marian
No.
and-
They put in the
they?
mysticism
With the
with
stag.
Herne the Hunter.
Yes, with the
and
stag.
the
Herne the
Green
Hunter.
Man, and that
Yes.
kind of thing, which is kind of, it was a good addition to it. I don't know if that's part of the original story or not, or what, but that was actually good.
Did someone mention Maid Marian and her Merry Men?
Merry Men.
Yes.
Yeah, that was on the that for the people
Yeah,
who
yeah.
don't know in the
Not-
chat. That was BBC Kids. That was it was
94,
children's BBC.
95 must have been.
It had
Time
Tony
Bandit.
Robinson.
Tony Robinson, yeah.
It had Tony Robinson in it as the sheriff of Nottingham, didn't it?
Yeah.
The scene in the Time Bandits where they go to John Cleese's Robin Hood as well with his.
Here we go, Greg. As you are our historian. What century is Robin Hood? I can never remember.
I don't know. 16th?
Roughly 16th. What you got?
15th.
What 15th?
No,
Okay.
because it would have been
Yesterday.
with one of the Crusades. So yeah, I don't know what the dates.
What,
13th
Richard
and
the 14th.
Yeah, but which one? Which crusade? Because there's so many. What was
Yeah,
Richard?
probably
Because
the
they say
third.
Richard is got to be he's the fourth or third crusade. So we're looking at
No, they
15.
won't. We haven't got to the fourth one yet.
Have we?
No,
Well,
we're
actually
working
go
on
for
it.
it.
Before Charles is 17th. Charles first 17th century. Sorry, we're going to go back because he
13th century. I'll go between 13th and 14th century.
Okay, so literally we're in an era. Literally is not fucking very nice for peasants. Let's call them what the fucking. It's grimy. It's fucking dark. It's fucking. You haven't got much food. The landholders are fucking arsehole. We got fucking diseases. Somebody has a sneeze, you're gonna die. Fucking
witches everywhere.
And just the clarification, it wasn't Robin Hood robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. He was robbing government and giving back the poor people the money they took.
So I would like that because there was only one real highway, the old Roman. Was it probably the Great Northern Road or the A1? What it is known now?
It's basically A1.
Yeah. So
he was essentially an agent of tax credit then.
Yeah, but he still did well for himself. What apparently, we have to say apparently because he's may not be real, might just be folklore. But
Mags, it's because
they need to make. You remember Abel? No, what's that? What's it called? The Nicolas Cage one where there's plague. The witches one. Abe.
Nicolas Cage is in everything.
No, but
the sorcerer.
He's like a.
No,
he's a
warlock.
crusader.
Yeah.
And with Ron Perlman, or Pullman, whatever they call him, and then they go to the Crusades. They come back, and the witch hunter or something like. There's not something about witches.
Oh,
and they go back to England.
Season of the Witch.
Season of the Witch.
That sounds good.
Season of the Witch is very
really
dark, dirty. Everything's about it is a bit grubby. They need to make this. They need to make this the Robin Hood. Everybody on it is fucked. Everybody on it is not having a good time, and they need to, unfortunately, do. Christmas is cancelled. Christmas is cancelled. They never gonna get that. You're not gonna get it again. Sorry, Greg.
So
you probably
just
don't get that reference.
just from a historical point of view, Richard the Lionheart was King of England between 1189 and 1199, which puts it in a very firm 10-year gap.
Yeah. But also, they've got to
Hood was
recognise
based.
most of his life was in France. Yes. And then when he went to the Crusades, he came back. And how many years did he repudiate when he was captured by the Normandies, I think it was? And then they did, I think it was like £1 million.
The Normans.
The Normans.
Yeah,
was it £1 million bounty to get him back as King of England? That was £1 million back then. £1 million. And we paid it.
It's like $100 million now.
It's even more than that. I think you'll probably find it's close to $1 billion.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. So, we got that thing. But you've got that whole, his brother, the Lionheart, Nottingham, and all that. Fair play in the historical reasons. Nottingham was Sheriff of Nottingham was actually a very good sheriff, that time period. So that. So, what you've got to say about this? But are they? What I'm more worried about this. Little John is going to be it's going to be black.
Okay.
He's going to be literally
massive in a wheelchair.
No. He's going to be little but very big. Little John. Literally, there's going to be something. And I did.
Little Big Johnson.
I gave the other thing because they've got this new comic came out about Robin Hood where they make Robin Hood Little John's lover.
Robin Hood.
What, in this? Are you serious?
No. They just literally, it's just in the last couple of years, it was like 2002.
They'll probably squeeze it in there somehow.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they do. They squeeze it in.
That's it.
No lube.
He
P. Diddy fucks up every gay person in the world by buying all that lube. He did. So literally, they squeeze it in. They squeeze it in. Yeah, I know. Literally, there's no more spitting. It's just like P. Diddy
Haksua.
Exactly. Yeah.
Little John or John Little? Yes, straight out of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
Hello, Mags.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello, Mags.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, gentlemen. I don't want to interrupt your conversation here.
We're talking about sausages.
We've done it now.
I think we were talking about baby oil, P. Diddy.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, did you guys see the latest that 50 Cent is coming out with a documentary, and he's like, I told y'all for years.
Really?
Yeah, but how the hell do you he's gonna get released in 2 weeks? You had that coming. You literally had that in your back burner of you've interviewed all these fucking hell. It's like
50
bullshit.
Cent always talks shit about P. Diddy though. That's the difference.
50p. It sounds better. It's calling 50p.
50 Cent actually has been talking about him for years and calling him out. He's just been waiting for the right moment, and probably he heard it from insider connections and everything that this was going to come out, and that's why he's like, "Yo, I cannot wait to release this." And he's like,
I'm not benoble. These people, and I say
legal action.
One at a time.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to say these people 50p. 50 pence and what's his name, Fayad from Harrods, and all these people coming out, all these people coming out, all these people coming out and going, I knew we got that. Sorry,
he's covering his own ass. He's actually been talking about him and calling him out for years. He's not covering his own ass for this. That's a different story. But then you
aren't you?
Well, you should be talking about the other celebrities who are deleting their Twitter feed stuff.
Like Usher. Like Usher.
That's a good point, actually.
He has every right to call him out to do this, because he didn't really like him, and he was calling him out for years. It's not like he was covering his ass right now.
Yeah. But that's the problem. You get all these celebrities, so-called or whatever, or executive producers, all that, are coming out. Oh, there was always a problem. I've heard rumors. There was always this thing. Blah blah blah.
The thing is, 50 Cent was not like that. He was calling him out.
Yeah, but it's the same as what we had in the BBC. Everybody knows what
all
happened.
of them.
All the bloody bastards.
All of them
went. Yeah, we kind of knew.
Jimmy.
Excuse me, and you never said something. Yeah, but we kind of we didn't want to lose
like
our
the
job.
Harvey
You're
Weinstein
accountable.
thing.
Yeah, you're accountable.
It's the Harvey Weinstein thing, but the thing is, 50 Cent is not doing that. He's been talking about it. He's not like, actually, this has been happening. He's been literally calling out his ass for years.
Songs
okay, but why didn't he ever go to but okay, he's got.
So
I'm not saying.
Why is it okay? Why is it then at this point that he should be? He should
this
be
got heated
on what he's
it?
saying. No, it's not.
Yeah, but okay. No, heated. It's great. No, but what I'm saying is 50 cents. Okay, so they're in the same industry, 100%. So they've got the same people. So you're talking about girls or guys who have probably gone to things. So nobody at the time, 50 cents or whatever, he potentially going, you need to now go and make a statement to the police. He's held on for this data to make profit. That's what I'm on about.
I don't think it has anything to do with that. It has to be. He's probably waiting for legal action, because he's been calling it out for years.
Absolutely.
And now that it's legally,
but you could advise people. No. You could advise people. You've got the information.
Well, maybe he has been. Maybe he has.
Stasis.
You don't know, Stasis, whether he's given evidence to a state, an attorney. Part of a grand jury.
Not him. I mean the women, the men.
He could have been called as a witness by a grand jury in a sealed indictment.
Exactly.
That you know nothing about, and they've got him banged to rights, and he has done this work in the background. Potentially, you don't know.
Can we do one thing though, guys? One at a time. Jack, you've been trying to get in a word.
All I've been doing is trying to listen to people, and everyone keeps stepping on each other. So anytime I've done something, I couldn't hear what you were saying specifically.
Oh,
Magitek.
Thank you.
Someone said in the chat, your mic is loud, but I think it needs to be.
I can talk into the mic if you want. That would be some interesting ASMR, but yeah.
It's certainly the same
better than
volume.
Greg doing it.
No, it's the same volume as everybody else's. But if we can keep a little bit of decorum, guys, one person at a time, then let's.
Abe was trying to say something.
Yes, Abe.
Yeah, I was just going to say that some of these people, maybe P. Diddy, maybe someone else, they can be potentially very dangerous. So saying anything about them in public might not end too well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've got the means, haven't they? They've got the money, they've got the means.
Yeah.
But that's also a conspiracy of, like, if you can't say anything, like you say 50 Cent has got a lot of entourage, I'm guessing, around him to, like, back himself up. So, like, him to come out now and go, documentary, it's just a bit odd.
But
arguably... Well, not only that,
So
too.
did
To your
Tupac.
point... Oh, go ahead, Abe.
I'll go. But arguably, these people have got quite a lot of fans behind them and quite a lot of diehard fans. And we know what stupid things fans and people believe in a cause will end up doing. What are we on? Fourth attempt on Trump right now? It's not a stretch to imagine that that could happen, guys. Yeah, we're on attempt number 4.
Oh, I thought there was only 2.
No.
No.
There's been a couple of bombs.
They just keep missing.
Yep. But yeah, just obviously we're bouncing around a few things, so we'll go back onto one of the topics. But yes, interesting that Usher says account's been hacked after wiping tweets, post Diddy's arrest, and Pink and Megan Fox follow suit. Nothing screams guilt more.
Shame!
My fucking beard is really itchy right now.
Yeah, but everybody's like coming out with old video clips, like the Kardashians have gone, ooh, Obama, ooh, like they went to the parties. Like you going to a party and something dodgy happened. Everybody's been to them parties. You're like, fuck me, I didn't like that with dodgy. Most with parties. Like them Tombi Hobbit parties are very, very weird.
I mean, they're all the rage. That's for sure.
They're really good fun parties.
Hairy feet is apparently all the rage, but like they're like you have to have like. There's going to be again where we've got the little black book, the videos. That's apparently is the what happened. Like a lot of it is like you want to get freaky. I apparently videoed you. And now it's backfiring on them.
Can you make a slurp out of that?
There's snakes in all of these guys' closets. They earn so much, they feel that they're untouchable in so many different ways, and to a large part they are. Because they buy off or pay off. So ultimately it doesn't really matter. Did he do it? Probably.
But this is the California nuance of like literally they thought they were untouchable. That Hollywood scene, they think they're untouchable. We can do whatever we want, and that's probably since like the 30s. They thought they were untouchable, and now unfortunately media has caught up with them. And I mean us media, social media, the actual person who can actually do it on this thing, this device. The mistake of like, I said a word, I said that. Now, a lot of it's taken out of content, 100%. But there's a lot of it that needs to be outed.
Correct.
Absolutely outed.
But the point is, what I'm saying is the mistake by people, they are just finding images of one with someone else and then putting 2 together and getting 3, 4, 5, or 6. You do not know what happened at that point in time. No one knows apart from the people that were in that image or those close by it.
And I must say,
what's happening is nothing more. Those images. I'm just going to say those images are nothing more than an attempted witch hunt because there's a lack of evidence.
But if anybody's seen those images online with Tombi, with some naked men, they are definitely true. They are true. They've not been photoshopped.
One of them was you, Statis.
Yes.
That is 100% true.
Right, anything more
I love
with
him.
regards to Robin Hood before we move on?
Oh, sorry.
Move on.
I came in like a wrecking ball, guys. I'm sorry.
No. It's good. It's good. I'd just like to say...
No,
fucking Robin Hood.
No, you said
P. Diddy.
First. Jack.
Well, the thing is that Robin Hood, as we've already said, is folklore. There is no sort of
there was no real person.
No. There's no like copyright on it. There are only copyrights on the works that have already been made about the folklore. So, for example, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, there's a copyright on that, right?
I think this is what it's supposed to be based on. Sorry.
The actual folklore that the actual folklore that it's based on, there is no way for anyone to turn around and say, well, that didn't happen and this didn't happen, because you're making up stories about stories. You're like throwing in headcanon. That's all a Robin Hood story is. Prince of Thieves, headcanon. It's like you're just taking bits out of a historical folklore and you're molding a new narrative out of it. It doesn't matter what the subject matter is. It's whether or not you're building a good story about it. So
it's all fanfic.
Whether they're going to, and whether or not they're going to build a good story around this is to be seen. Yeah. So I'm willing to give it a go. But when you present a Robin Hood, when you present something that's based on the Robin Hood folklore, you base it in a council estate that's full of black people and. You go that sort of route with it. I'm going to think to myself, well, that doesn't relate to me, and you're probably going to butcher the fuck out of it anyway, like rapping and that kind of stuff. It's just not for me, so I won't watch it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to go down the fantasy route, or you're going to go down like the sort of route of it's got castles and it's got like fucking tunics and that kind of stuff, swords. Let's give it a go. Let's see what you've got for me. But as soon as you start throwing things in there, like King John was a black dude and he was crippled, but he was a strong, character or whatever, then I'm out. Right.
What was
that? No, I'm out.
What was that? We had the black, disabled, wheelchair-bound king. What was that? Some Netflix, I'm guessing, did it?
Yeah, it was Netflix. Fucking
What was it? What was it?
Discord.
What was it called? Oh my god, there was something like that. They made a gay, black, disabled, wheelchair-bound king.
Was it about Jane Grey?
Ah, that's it. Yes, it was.
My
yes,
Lady Jane features a black, gay, and disabled King Edward.
True.
If you think of like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, there's a Morgan Freeman's character in that.
He's a Moor.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a reason and a backstory that makes sense in the world to be there. And
now he's got a black story.
Afraid of him. No, hang on. The people are afraid in Prince of Thieves. The people are actually afraid of him. Like the Mortiana, the witch, calls him the Painted Man. They've never seen a black person in the UK before. Do you know what I mean? Or they've seen very few black people in the UK before at that time. The Painted Man. And like
Guy of he haunts my dreams.
Yeah, exactly. And Guy of Gisborne saying that he bears the mark of Islam because of all those dots that he's got like on his face, all those like religious sort of punctures that he's got all over his face.
That is clever writing for that time. They were like, we want Morgan Freeman and we want to bring the Crusades back, but he needs a strong, like I suppose, buddy character. It's a buddy. It's a buddy kind of thing. And that's where like strong writing came in. And also Morgan Freeman helps because he's bloody good and the voice helps. But
he was in jail for a fucking retarded reason.
Yeah, but okay, but ignore that.
Why were you going to get executed? For the love of a woman. Okay.
Probably was.
Great bloke. Right, we're moving on for this shit. We're moving on.
But when Jack mentioned Robin in the Hood, I had to think of the fucking theme song immediately.
Oh,
it was like,
God,
it was.
No. I just want to fucking move on. You keep on fucking talking.
No.
You're going to move on to Robin Hood.
John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say.
Anyway, we can play with that before we get taken down. Right, okay.
That totally didn't happen before.
Mate, that was fucking funny. It's like we've been taken off air, and I'm like, really?
Yeah. That was well, it was this point, wasn't it? It was like 2 hours. It was like
it was 2 hours in, and as soon as we,
it was YouTube.
No, it was slightly earlier because it was. We were watching the video, and it was about 45 minutes into the James Earl Jones that the house episode came on.
Yeah.
So it was within the first hour.
Right,
just before I know, know you want to move on, Tombi, but just want to say one of my favourite lines out of Prince of Thieves by Morgan Freeman is there no sun in this cursed country? Because he's trying to find where he's trying to pray east, so he's looking for the sun to be able to find out where east is, but he can't see the sun because there's never any fucking sun here. I think that's a brilliant line.
What is that, Seattle?
But also, everybody who knows that movie, like our age, because this has come like it was our age group that watched it. Everybody knew it wasn't historically correct, but everybody loves it still. That is great writing because it didn't shit on it. It made it fun. It made it excitement.
We're going to move on.
Yes.
But I will leave you with this parting nugget. You know the tree that he's praying next to?
Oh, yeah.
That was cut down by a vandal.
Yeah.
Bastard.
What?
Yeah. The sycamore gap.
Yeah. Cut down
the
by
sycamore tree in the sycamore gap was vandalized a couple of years ago. It's a national heritage site, that was.
But also,
it's right on Hadrian's. It's right on Hadrian's wall.
Yeah, but also they said because sycamore trees they need to be cut, so it will come back. It's not dead. Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, it's essentially been copied, but it's been kept in that. It's been kept in that state, 100%. that sort of stasis, as you know, as a heritage site.
It was horrible. Like and all he was because he got like sacked because he was a. What was it? I don't know, groundsman or whatever, and then
it was a groundsman or landsman or
and he was like 15 trying it out, and they were like, "You're shit at your job," and then he went back and cut it down. Like, he's not, apparently he was a local, and now he's not a local. They actually police him, put him into protective custody.
This is a local tree for local people.
Who wants to bring up their topic next? Max,
well, my topic is simply the sausages. So I'm waiting to get into the sausage memes. So Mags, go.
Meat and potatoes, you mean?
Sausage.
Mags,
is it dinner yet?
Mags, which one would you like to bring up?
Well, I have several.
The 4 links.
Yes. Hold on, let me
choose one.
How about the God, I can't see because on a smaller screen here.
Because my eyes are useless.
They are actually after looking at
the last one was
bring up the that Park Place. If you haven't talked about that yet.
Yep, stand by.
I love when a military person always says that. I say it to my girlfriend all the time. She was like, can you do this? I went, stand by. Stand by.
Yeah. Just never say hang fire. Just never say hang fire because that is a gunnery term and fucking gunners really fucking hate it.
Stand by.
Nice. And Tombi, if you of course this tweet is by that Park Place. Shout out to them. They do excellent work. And if you click on the image, it does bring them to their full article that they talk about. So
230 million?
Nice glasses, Smu, by the way. They hide your eyes real well.
They do, don't they?
I mean, Park Place, a bunch of dickheads.
The funny thing is, in general, like if you remember when it was first reported that it was only 180 million, I always corrected it to be 210. So apparently it was even more. You fucking apes! God damn!
Don't forget. Go ahead.
Somebody earned their money here.
Yeah.
Backhanding.
So Mags, take us through this. Your article, you take us through it.
Well, let's see. I didn't read the full article because I was, of course, at work and I was seeing this pop up. But it's interesting to know that Star Wars has some in their tax documents revealed that actually the full budget of the Acolyte is increased to 230 million. That is incredibly insane to be. I mean, it went from 180 million to 230 million, and like they're basically spending it as if it's a movie. Where is this money going to? Like, clearly it's going through like snacks or something.
Baby oil.
Baby have like 25 producers or something on this series.
Yes.
Mags. I'm going to pose an interesting question for you, and then to the rest of the panel.
Mm-hmm.
But bearing in mind that Lesbian Headlamp said 180 million. Now, if you have a look at the numbers on here, 180 million GBP is 230 million US dollars. So it's not an increase. It's just a misrepresentative of the currency that she's discussing at the time.
Yeah.
So she's correct in 180 million has been spent, but when she says that, she's not talking dollars. She's talking about GBP.
It could be. It could be based on interest. There could be other bloated factors involved, such as PR and marketing. And so that they may have had. I don't know 100% on, and I can't speak to 100% on a contract or a budget basis. But at the same time, you might present something like a budget of 180 million, and then something else comes along down the road that keeps adding to that 180 million. It's just like when you do a house improvement project, you come with a budget, but sometimes there might be some other additional things that come up or get added to. It's also quite interesting that, further down in the article, there was a comparison in a tweet about Lucasfilm has spent a decade chasing an audience that doesn't exist to ever decreasing returns, turning the largest entertainment IP in the world to a section on a streaming platform. Indiana Jones into a film that missed breaking even by 500 million, and Willow into a tax write-off. They are literally spending money like it's being, it is being printed like crazy, but at the same time, it's like they're the ones printing the money. It's like they're just wasting money, and for a laughable, mediocre Star Wars project.
Now, I'm guessing most people have seen this movie, seen The Acolyte, have they?
I did not watch it any further. My brain just broke. So.
Jack, did I hear you say just then that they say somewhere in this article that they've been chasing after an audience that was never there? What kind of fucking statement is that? It's like, we were here the whole fucking time. You just produced a whole bunch of shit and pushed us away.
The new audience.
It's on screen.
It was on a tweet, and the running scared basically spoke for all of us in this sense. They've been trying to chase a different audience when, like you said, Jack, when you like what you said, Jack, we have been here this entire fucking time.
Yes.
And it's, why are you switching this audience to something else that, first of all, none of these people pay for this shit. They probably pirate it. I mean, I know a lot of people do stuff like that. But at the same time, if we know that there's a product, quality product out there, we're going to want to invest in it. We're going to want to spend our time and hard-earned dollars into that. I'm sorry. I am not going to be paying for mediocre shit like this. So
no one's going to.
But the thing is, the audience that they're trying to chase are people who are broke as fuck. Excuse me for saying it like that, but they're also woke as fuck as well, and they don't even like this stuff. That's the thing. They don't even like it at all. It's just there because 5 minutes. Oh my best friend Susan is into Star Wars for 5 minutes because this is what everybody else is talking about. And it's like a little herd of people going around to whatever's popular next.
Yeah. It's the Grogu. It's the baby Yoda effect. Everybody went out and literally who wasn't into Star Wars. Oh my God, that's really cute. Didn't know what it was called. Bought the merchandise and then just forgot about it. Are they into the new Mandalorian and Grogu film? Hell no. That's gonna flop bigger than anything because Grogu should be gone. That was a one-hit wonder. The merchandise did really well from now they're trying to profit from the next Grogu. When Grogu started talking, Grogu became fucking uninteresting to the cute mob, the TikTok mob.
So you can.
Abe, are we trying to say Abe?
Oh, sorry, Abe.
I was just going to say, look at these numbers.
It's insane.
I mean, I've got some experience with accounting myself, and that's a tax write-off if ever I've seen one.
It's definitely been set up for a tax write-off. Something else that I highlighted here is The assumption, because it was assumed that lesbian headlamp was talking in dollars. You know what they say about assumptions, guys?
Yeah, but on that, there's actually a Forbes article where they explicitly state that the budget was reported in US dollars.
Who reported it in US dollars, though?
Let me open the article again because I just.
Or again, is that another assumption?
No. Wait, let me open.
Can I ask the people who have seen it? If you're going to go for let's go lowball. Let's go for $180 million. Was that worth $180 million?
It doesn't even seem like it was. Yeah, it doesn't even seem like 180 million was spent on the entire series.
So that's the problem. Like, you've got the thing is like it was published after they had to do tax write-off on the new and Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny. They were spending Disney $30,000 a day pounds, yeah, on food on a thing when they were out things, and they were only 50 people there. 30,000 per day, 50 people.
Okay, I'm gonna just throw the old hand grenade because I love to do it.
Bang.
So Stargate SG-1 for inflation costs as comparative, $3 million per episode. With the CGI, yes, slightly ropey at times, but ultimately, when you're looking at the fights, the Goa'uld, and everything in between, I actually think they pulled off a fairly decent series there. $3 million,
like
even if you were to
use
double
practical
that,
effects too.
even if you were to double that to $6 million modern day money per episode, this should have cost no more than 30.
But that's the thing is if you look at the whole series, there are so much character driven practical defects. There is hardly any there's no battles in space. There's 2 scenes, maybe 3, that they're approaching a star system. There is no actual CGI real work in this program. So that's the problem.
I'm going to ask
the real
question here. I'm going to ask the real question. I wonder, as an actress, how much lesbian headlamp's wife was paid.
30% of the budget.
$1 billion.
Yeah. Okay,
that would be a good question to fucking ask.
I'm going to ask you another question. That little back book is the payoff.
100%.
Because this absolutely is absolutely shit. This absolutely is literally probably if you have to say something, like if you go by just sci-fi, not Star Wars, this is in your top worst 20. And I'm discounting B movies because they have a different genre. Some of them can be fun, but they can be really bad. This is literally really badly written, blah, 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 whatever you think. But the worst thing they did to this is literally for the Disney Defenders or Disney Shields, whatever you want to call them, is they tried to get them up on their top sphere of like, this is the patriarchy, this is blah, 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 this is amazing. If you think, and as soon as it started coming out, what did they do? After everybody went, the 2 main characters, well, 1 main character, because it's the same person, is black. Oh, you're racist. We've not even seen it's not the first episode's not come out yet.
Yeah.
But you're racist. But sorry, episode 1's not come out yet. You're racist.
Yep.
That is their first point of call. They knew it was shit. They knew it was a tax write-off, and they just tried to get everybody else defending it cast-wise, like to actually defend the piece of turd this was. And like what this is literally, like I say, it's not a tax write-off. It's embezzlement. Whatever you think, this is some
laundering. Yep.
Yeah, it's some laundering. It's some like
tied off as a write-off.
Yeah, but how can they like any accountant be like, okay, I can see what you spent, see what you gave. Why were you spending? Why were you spending $600 a day on toilets? Can you tell me why?
Unfortunately, the law gives them the option to do so. It's within the purview of the law that they can write off unsuccessful projects.
Yeah, but unsuccessful, but there needs to be accountability of why you're spending X amount a day. Oh, I needed to
accountability from who?
Yeah,
the only
but
people that can hold accountability are the shareholders, the people paying
the
the
shareholders.
bills,
that's
the
what I'm saying.
investors, and the
they have a
finance.
fiduciary responsibility to their shareholders to actually make money.
But
and it's up to it's also up to the shareholders too for pushback. And whenever you listen to any of those calls, those earning calls, most of them really don't talk about any of this stuff.
No. But how can they
that's
not?
That's the flat that makes that flat that just like boggles my mind. I'm like, if I were a top investor, I'd be like, bro, what are you doing with my money? Like, it's just...
Okay,
where's my dividend?
One second, gentlemen. So I found the article which was posted by IMDb. And it was reported by Leslie Hetland herself in a interview with the New York Times. But because the New York Times is a bunch of dicks, in order to read the article, you need a locked account. Yeah. But it was the reported number. The reported number for the New York Times.
Put the link into private chat for me, please.
Just 1 second. But the reported number is $180 million. And it was said by Leslie Hetland herself.
When?
Even before the series came out.
Because that's also an important factor.
Yeah, even before the series came out. Okay. The article was posted in May.
We're racing on with time. Abe, did you want to bring up yours?
Yeah, sure. Can do.
So, just very quickly, whilst you're bringing up Tombi, I just want to say, if anybody thinks Star Wars, the franchise, is doing well, if it's making $2 billion, it should be making $6 billion. And that's the problem. That is where the shareholders need to have accountability. Is like, this is how much did we spend and how much did we invest in and outcome.
Abe, do you want to take us through this, buddy?
Well, this is just a bit odd, I think, really, considering we've got a government now that is quite happy for children to self-identify as anything they want. But rapists who identify as something else? No, apparently.
So there's a couple of important things to note with this one. Scotland's top police officer.
Yeah, Scotland.
So slightly different jurisdiction to a degree. But it is fucking based as fuck, and it's about fucking time. Because let's face it, it's happening in the UK as well, no doubt. But Scotland's had a run-in of males committing crimes and then suddenly transitioning to being females to escape said consequence. Fuck it. They should all burn in fucking hell.
I've done a whole bunch of heinous shit.
Have you?
I identify as a woman now, so let me go to a woman's prison.
I was gonna say we they deserve castration, but they probably did it themselves.
Well, to be fair, their boss fell off before they made the decision.
Mags, ultimately, Jack is 100% correct. They are too scared to do that.
Yes.
They are keeping their tackle because they're not really of that ilk.
Yeah.
But this is what pisses me off about. This is what pisses me off about the majority of these trans people. It's like I've had all my life, I've had an auntie, right, who I've always known as a woman, but they were originally a man before I was born. It's my mother's best friend from when they, when they was kids, and so they were born a man, but I've always known them as a woman. They look like a woman. They sound like a woman. They've got tits. They've got no cock and balls. They've got, nip tuck, that sort of thing. I've always known them as a woman, so I treat them as a woman. If you're going to fucking call yourself trans, then commit to it, yeah? Lob your cock and balls off. Be too sexy for your cock, lob it off, and then people will believe you more. And perhaps, and I'm just throwing it out there, if you haven't got a cock and balls, then perhaps you'll be more accepted into women's spaces because you haven't got something that can penetrate them.
Yeah, exactly. And that's fundamentally the point why a lot of the females are objecting to these individuals going into their spaces. it's supposed to be a female safe space, but it's not a female safe space when you've got a dude that's walking around, especially those serious sex offenders walking around with the meat and two veg still intact. Because it's just inviting a problem. It's inviting
but it used to be
noise.
like the Flashes. The Flashes. Everybody knew the Flashes in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And
I was one of them.
You still are.
That's you.
Still am,
That's you. But that's the thing. It's like exactly the same. We can identify it. Bloody hell. Boy, hey. And it's just Flashes. Most of it is like that, but they're playing that card because political society, the HR crowd that are stupid, the jobs that shouldn't be jobs are going, oh, we need to protect you. We need to protect you. No, he's absolutely just getting his socks off.
The one thing that I will say about this, like talking about that one within the last couple of years who raped someone and then decided that they were going to change into a woman, right?
Oh, turned up at the court, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the one thing that I will say is that you know what it's like with mates down the pub. You know the banter that lads have, down the pub together, that sort of thing. I reckon his mates were laughing their fucking bollocks off. Literally laughing their bollocks off when he turned around and says, oh, no, I'm trans. He's like, all of his mates were like, he ain't fucking trans. He was wearing fucking jeans and a t-shirt the other day. I've never seen him wear a fucking wig in his life.
Yeah, but the thing is, what did the politicians and all the police and everything? They protected the shithead. That's the problem. It's literally you are blatantly obvious. Use your fucking common sense, people. That's the problem in the UK society, the rest of the world, whatever. It's fucking, oh my God, come on, blatantly obvious. The people are trying and they identify because they are truly trapped. And then there are the fucking dickheads who are manipulating the system.
Like this
and
guy.
They are fucking harming.
Shut up then, Stasis.
No, never shut up.
Like this guy.
Just mute him.
Adam
Just
Graham starts identifying as Isla Bryson while standing trial after being accused of 2 rapes. Gets sent down for 8 years. Personally, 8 years is not long enough. The guidance at the time, and this is another reason why fucking little widow cranky fucking silly bitch. Guidance at the time saw Bryson initially housed in segregation in a women's prison. Quickly moved into the male estate following a public outcry with an urgent case into review that later concluded women were not at risk from harm as a consequence of the management of the prisoner. Fuck off.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a bald-faced lie.
So 8 years, he's going to be out in 4.
Yeah, correct. He's going to be out in half the time, and I guarantee he's going to be out into jeans and t-shirts. Go Smu.
Well, actually, he might even get out.
No, just wait for Smu.
Do you guys remember when, like in American prisons, for example, when suddenly a female inmate got impregnated, and there was a massive surge of pregnancies?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was like, I wonder how that happened. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, go Greg.
They were having to
probably going to get less. It's probably going to get let out earlier because Labour are in there letting people out, and this is if he's really identifying as trans, they'll make it a political thing and release him early.
Of course they
or a sausage.
Yes.
They were handing out condoms to inmates in female prisons.
For fuck's sake.
Work that one out.
That?
I think that was in the States. They were
what, in the one that got multiple pregnancies?
Yeah. So they started handing out Johnny's.
We're not going to. I say states. What state was it? That's the funny. Was it blue or red?
It was a blue state.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So normally around about 10:30 on the hour, we start thinking about wrapping things up. Now I know Jack's got something, and I wonder if that you want to save for a little bit as your outro because it's so fucking
maybe
good. It's so fucking good. I think we use that as kind of like the final parting gift to everybody. Yep. So we'll start going around the horn. And we'll start off, as always, Smu the DJ.
Hello. You can always catch me here on Wednesdays for the Hump Chinwag podcast and talking about the usual shit that goes on throughout the week or the past 2 weeks, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you can always find me on this channel, Smu the DJ, or Gaming with Smu, depending. And also, I'm going to be editing the State of Play reaction that I did yesterday into a separate video. It's going to be uploading to the gaming channel as soon as possible, because that was my first reaction to anything that I actually watched live. So it's going to be interesting to do that, and maybe some future reactions. I don't know, but yeah, you can catch me on the weekend, play some Stellar Blade, and also probably some Final Fantasy 14 on Sunday. Maybe I'll do some gaming on Friday as well, because I've got a day off. Probably going to play some, I don't know, Days Gone probably, because I wanted to start that game for February as well. So you can probably see that on Friday. Can't wait to play it, because it's actually a pretty damn good game. Criminally overshadowed by The Last of Us Part 2, but that's just neither here nor there. Other than that, yeah, you can catch me on Dames and Dorks tomorrow on Nomi's channel, and yeah, just keep your eyes on Twitter, because I might announce some random cameos here and there, or you can see me on other channels relatively soon. October 4th, I'm going to be on Leon's channel, Words of Paradise, for his podcast, so keep your eyes peeled on that one, unless plans change all of a sudden, but I'll announce them on the community tab if that happens. That's all I got.
Awesome.
Apart from that,
Tombi.
Apart from that,
Tombi.
vote responsibly.
Tombi.
Okay? Tommy is too busy jacking off in the background. Nah, just kidding. Come on, you fucking twat.
He's deafened everybody.
Yeah, I'm muted. I'm muted. Mutey. Okay, who's next? Where is he? Fucking dickhead.
There he is.
I'm moving. Yeah, I'm moving. Okay, so all I have to say, get rid of that. Don't need this. Get rid of that. Get the fucking rid of that shit. Who needs fucking needs to go? Jack. I'm ready.
Oh, Christ.
You know I'm going to clip that, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
And add
You're
a
not
dildo.
doing it.
Yeah.
You're not doing
I'll
it
pay
right.
you-
You gotta
I'll
wiggle
pay
it
you-
closer to the mic to get the sound effect.
I'll pay you 20 quid on a super to deep throat that fucker right now.
Oh my god. No.
20 quid. 20 quid super
It's
to
gonna be
deep
hot.
throat that fucker right now.
Oh, yeah.
Think of all the bacteria.
Oh.
It's a raw sausage. You'll get
bet
very
that
sick. Don't
stinks.
eat it.
You know where his fingers have been?
Gross.
Oh.
Okay.
That's not the first time he's done that.
Anyway,
So that's what you've got coming up.
Oh, dear me,
Olive
you
oil.
dirty bastard.
You encouraged it, Tombi. It's all your fault.
Yeah, but I
Max
follow
is
through
not
with
wrong.
it.
Nom 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 nom.
1 million sausages.
Somebody clip this, please. Somebody
No,
clip
don't.
it. Especially this
It's gonna be
part.
short.
Actually gonna throw up on
In around about 2 minutes, he's gonna fucking fly straight to the bog and fucking wash his mouth out.
He's gonna drink some of that olive oil.
Okay, can we move on?
People in the armed forces
Fucking
are fucking
disgusting
dirty bastards.
bastard.
Fucking hell.
I
Hi,
don't
Kadath.
have any. I'm not going to be shoving sausages in my mouth or anything like that.
Oh,
Again.
fuck, I'm
What
crying.
have you got now? Maybe
Oh,
I'll
fuck,
put it
man.
into like some awesome video. Oh, that's debatable. Yeah, LED light up dongs, not so much. So tomorrow,
Greg, I need
Yes.
to interrupt you. Can you do me a favour? Can you turn on your light up dong?
Oh, so we're gonna have a disco?
No, it's miles over there. I'm not doing it.
Gay.
I
can't
find
the other part of the sausage.
You'll find it in a few days, mate. It'll stink up the place.
We'll find out when it comes out of his fucking ass because he's got the fucking shits.
Or worms.
If you've got a dog, he'll come and eat it.
I found it. Tombi, I found it.
I'm glad you can't see this.
You found your cock. Oh,
I'm really glad you can't see what I can see on the back page video. It's a good job it's not on camera. Anyway, yeah, there it is.
Max is down.
I feel like Greg again.
Why did I hop onto this show? Oh my god!
I've
You
been
did this
thinking
to
that as well.
yourself.
See, I've been wondering why my fucking streams constantly get demonetized, and it's Statis Qweef all the fucking time.
That's why. That's why I don't let you fuckers on my stream.
That's why Stacy Qweef.
You playing porn sounds last week got me demonetized. You fuck.
Harry
Honestly, like I promise we are professionals around here.
It's so meaty on my hands.
Some of us.
Fuck off.
Some of us, like honestly. Yeah, so if for some strange fucked up reason you want to see more ranting, raving, people being called fucking tourists and bots, and potentially people getting spit on Twitter, then feel free to follow. Otherwise, I'm working on a little project in the background, and you may or may not see me on another stream for some other content very soon. Maybe, just maybe. Mysterious, yes.
Yes.
Sounds like
Oh my.
Oh my.
Abe.
What's going on?
Just one cornetto.
Got the usual background shit that God knows when it'll ever see the light of day. But I'm also going to be on Daramuth's channel. Also, October the 4th.
October the 4th.
So what time is yours, Smu?
I don't know, honestly. I think it's like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central European time. Maybe we might be on the same stream. Maybe we're in the same stream.
Maybe.
Wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Yeah, but that's it, basically.
Yeah.
Interesting.
More Abe content. Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Magitek Mags.
Well, I'm not Abe. There you go.
No, give me a fucking chance, woman. Fucking Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't transition, guys. Come on.
Whoa.
Wiggle that pork. Wiggle that sausage.
So are you saying you're not Magitek Ab?
Oh! I mean, I can go Magitek. I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, Marvin, Martin, Michael,
Magitek Millhouse.
Oh my god.
But anyway, yes.
Magitek fag.
Jack said it. I didn't. I was thinking it. He said it. But anyway, so yes, you can follow me on. Of course, I've been game streaming on Kick and Twitch, so make sure you follow me there. You can follow me on Twitter to be able to keep up with any kind of notifications or any kind of other usual whatever shenanigans that are going on. I don't know what I'll be doing tonight. I probably will be gaming because I need to kind of decompress after today. I am.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm going to be doing this weekend because I have unfortunately another funeral of another friend this Saturday. So that's just been an interesting. I hate 2024. But anyway, yes, you can catch me around. I'll be on the Dames and Dorks show tomorrow night. I'll be coming back to that program at 8 p.m. Eastern on Nomi's channel, 5 p.m. Pacific. As far as that is concerned, you can usually catch me around on the twats, as Tombi likes to say. And also, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Tombi for helping me fix my OBS audio issues. He stayed up really late for me Monday nights and patiently taught me how to be able to, organize and do all of that stuff and get everything fixed. And he still had only 3 hours of sleep to get for work the next day. So I highly appreciate it, Tombi. You're awesome. Thank you. So
yay, go me.
Everybody be nice to him, please.
Clap, 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 clap.
But yes, thank you for having me on.
Sub to Mags. Baldur's Gate 3 in around about 15 minutes time. Anyway.
Can you mute him?
Well, I don't think anybody can mute him, to be honest. He's so full of shit. You can hear him fucking squeaking from the back room.
Oh, so he can speak into the void as if we don't pay attention?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's got issues. The man's got issues.
The sausage is kicked in.
Now, the funny thing is that we've got Baldur's Gate 3 in about 15 minutes' time. Tomorrow, I will be working. There will be no stream on Thursday evening, but I will do a watch party at the usual 3:30. We will be watching Back to the Future, and I can keep on doing this, ignoring the rest of these fuckers, because I can still hear them, but I just walk through them.
He can do this under fire.
That well. So Friday, going to play some gaming with the usual crew, but we're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption number 2, and we're going to be playing on a custom lobby all together. Nice. Over the weekend, some World of Warcraft and some other games, Final Fantasy and stuff like that. So join me. Always hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow all of the links that are in description, except for Statis Qweef, because he's a fucking bit of a dick.
He's a fucking prick.
Right, that's me done. Our final guy.
Oh, hang on, real quick. I'm going to be working on the Hanayama Rose Ubisoft compilation this weekend.
Woo,
so keep your eyes
nice.
peeled for that one.
Cool.
Nice. It's going to be good.
Jack, where are we going to find you, my dude?
Well, you can always find me on the Twit-Twats at JackTarLad. Come and find me there. Tuesdays, I do my gaming streams, which is, Vice City at the moment. I'm usually here on a Wednesday. Now, tomorrow, you didn't know anything about this, but I'm going to plug it here, Tombi. So tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, I have a brand new show that is going to be airing, and you get to see the opening credits for it right now. So I'm going to show you the opening credits and tout it here, and then after that, I've got one more video which I was trying to make earlier. Anyway, but yeah, find me on Twitter. Find me on my YouTube, my Rumble. I'm trying to get my numbers up over there as well. All of my links are in my link tree, my Twitter bio. So here's the trailer for, I say trailer, it's the opening scroll, basically, for tomorrow's show. It's a brand new show. Because, just to preface it.
At what time? At what time?
Hang on. Previously, I was doing Commercial Breakdown, and Commercial Breakdown has had to be put on the back burner because the place where I was getting all of my commercials, they've had their entire channel nuked. So I'm going to be doing something in the same vein as watching commercials, but it's going to be instead this.
There's no sound.
No sound?
No sound.
Hang on.
Bloody hell.
Wait a second. Here it comes.
I
Hang
crashed
on.
my car into a bridge.
Right, here we go. Right, so we'll try it again.
There you go.
Oh. Oh yes, I love this.
Love it.
So tomorrow at 10 o'clock British time, that's 4 p.m. Central Time for all you Americans, I will be starting my new TV show called Must Dashcam, where I'm going to be live reacting to dashcam footage, basically. I thought to myself, I sit here all the time, in sort of like when I'm working on stuff, I have the dashcam videos like playing because I like, stuff like that. And I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm commenting to myself about it. And I thought, well, why not make a fucking show out of it? So that's what I've done basically. And anyway, so this video, it's a work in progress, but it's because of the sausages basically. So here we go. This is going to be our outro for today. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great time, and we'll see you soon, I guess.
Bye. Have a good time.
This is a time. This is a time of the two-state sausages, when great forces demand restraint of the hostages, when great forces demand all parties, sausages, Lebanon and Israel, in the Middle East today. Lebanon and Israel demand restraint of the hostage, sausages, Lebanon and Israel, in the Middle East today. Pull back from the brink, the return of the sausages. The return of the sausages. The return of the sausages. and a recommitment to the two-state sausages, the return of the sausages, the return of the sausages, and a recommitment to the two-state sausages. We can see that again, prepared to face the future. We can see that again, the return of the sausages.
So there we go anyway.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.